The
Now
bugs
and
are
never.
back.
I mean, you are GM now and never because nobody can hear you. I'm also not hearing any music.
Hello? 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 You're not hearing any music? Yeah. Oh, well, the
I hear
music's
it.
coming through the browser. For Foundry. Like, there's Foundry music and then there's also Kinko music.
Also, you're live on Twitch. Yay!
Yay! We're live on Twitch. Hello, everybody. I'm Cloudheart, your GM now and always on Cloudheart TV. I had to do a complete computer reinstall because the boot table on my operating system decided to go wonky donkey. My friend gifted me an 8 terabyte hard disk drive, and I thought that it was a smart idea to install on that instead of... I'm actually glad that the computer crashed because it motivated me to actually finally move all these files, and it took like 6 hours to move them. And put them in, and put my operating system on the actual fastest drive I have, the M.2 drive. So, it motivated me to finally do that.
It's literally the meme of, I've been putting this off for a year, it took me 5 minutes to do it.
Yeah, basically.
And I would do it all again.
yeah, because...
I will procrastinate yet again.
It is a wonder to see all of you for TABRA, the Tale of the Metagamers, session 27. Let's go ahead and load in.
Oh wait, I need to put in my code breaker.
No. You're not allowed.
I mean, fair.
I need to check a setting.
I mean, the setting is fantasy.
Yeah, thank you.
At least as far as we know. It could be horror fantasy.
No, we just got through that. No, thank you.
Last time on TABRA, the Tale of the Metagamers. Yep, I'm just double checking that the music is actually playing, because if it's not, I'm going to flip my lid. Last time on the Tale of the Metagamers, our heroes finally decided to venture out towards the Gome Jungle to continue onwards to their greater goals, and they decided to stop by none other than Arden's home, the bunny village of 3 Streams. While they were there, some people were coming in, a merchant group of some bird folk, and some interesting hooded folk that they later found out, after a tense moment, were serpent folk who were attempting to finish a long journey due to the death of their, the dying of their village, which had disappeared for more than over 100 years. Many people thinking the serpent folk had died out. Now struggling with many questions, they have learned several things, not the least of which the final gate to the village was to the realm of death, or Death's Kingdom, was hidden in none other than a mild village of 3 Streams, Arden's hometown. And the priest who always watches over this town is always attendant to the ancient fables related to the first of their kind, an ancient priest of a sort, a jackrabbit. And we are starting in right there. They have managed to make Arden a new priest of this way. One of the priests of this order that has been secretly hidden from him. And I am trying to find something.
Oh, that got too fast.
And let's go ahead and kick it off. As I realize that for some reason Rocket League is still open on my computer, I need to close that. Amazing. Amazing.
From what I remember last time around, we somehow got Arden's little brother to learn their part Esper.
Yes, you did. You did. You guys are currently resting in the Arden family home with about 16 other siblings.
Before I go to bed, I'd like to shoot off a message to Juniper. He said it would only take an hour to try and figure out the title shenanigans I had going on
Yes, he did.
with the identity crisis.
And I don't currently have the voice mod software installed, so Juniper's not going to be replying back to this episode. this episode.
Oh no, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, you don't have to use the voice modulator. We're fine. We're okay. We believe in you, DM. We can pretend.
Yeah.
You know, in this pretend game, we pretend in.
Juniper will. Well, okay. Arnved, I can try and detach the current title, but you see the problem is I'm not entirely sure that
Detach isn't great. Fully detached would be better.
See, well, the problem isn't switching the title off. I'm worried that the bugged code is currently on your whole thing. So the bugged code is currently on your actor, I guess we could say, profile, user data. Yeah, whatever metaphor we're using here. It's going to be affecting you for the next couple of days until we get the testing team and the IT team working on it.
Is there anything we could do to not get rid of it, but make it so I no longer qualify for it?
Oh, that's
Could we
that's the
get rid
thing.
of some titles?
If you're okay with it, we can get rid of a few titles. Yeah, that's fine.
And how many would I have to get rid of?
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. You're currently at, well, the title unlocks
2,
at 10,
4,
so 1, 2,
8, 11,
3, 4.
13, 16, 18, 19 titles, including their bonus.
No, it's not the bonus. It's the number of titles you have. So let's see here.
Oh, number of titles. Much better.
You have 10 titles unlocked so far. We just have to get rid of one. But see, the title system is baked into a lot. It's also gonna. How do I phrase this? The reason that the Identity Crisis title can affect your memory at all is because the other titles are tied into your memory.
Wonderful. Can I PTSD suppress one of the titles then?
Yeah, sure. I've got Cafe Connoisseur, Friendly Fire,
Turd Burglar.
Okay. Well, we can.
No, DM, it has to plug. It has to stay.
yeah. We can suppress that, but that's going to cut out a piece of your memory. You won't really remember anything from that day.
I am fully fine forgetting that day. That day was just a clusterfuck
It was a really shit day.
bad decisions.
Yeah,
it was a shit day.
All right, well, let me go in here and let me see if I can tweak this around.
Oh, I finally figured out the rook and how to make it work for class progression in the character sheet.
I'm sorry, are you in this voice chat as well? Didn't know you slipped in.
No, like that was over the table. Like, I finally figured out how to use it in the character sheet. That little rook icon.
Ah, yes. See it.
What
And we're level 24 right now, so right?
Yep. There we go. All right, Manja, you or Arnvid, you should be good.
Oh, thank God. Immediately shifting over to Demon Slayer.
Well, that's about as best as we can help. If you notice you're having any memory issues, Arnvid, Arnvid, like, spend another QA token, immediately call up a line, or just call out my name. You don't have to spend a QA token, but we'll look into it further.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem, guys. We are looking into this. It's just we've most everybody's clocked out. I'm actually here a little bit late because I've been doing some overtime. I'm going to be heading out myself. Good night, guys.
You have a good night.
And he goes ahead and like detaches from his terminal, and you are currently no longer being walked over by anyone in the QA by your QA team liaison or anybody else from whatever the situation is that you have between you and the Second Life program member.
Yay.
This sounds like a perfect opportunity to swap the digits on on like physical defense or mental defense.
Yeah.
Go from 12 to 21 defense.
From 15 to 51 defense, and from 8 to 80 magic defense.
Let's see here.
You know what? If HP and MP weren't rounded, we could probably shift the decimal over a couple spaces too.
Don't forget to get your free fabula point if you're empty like me.
I started off with 1.
Started off with 1.
Yep.
All right. Ooh, I know this music.
Yeah, you do know this music.
Traverse Town?
Yep.
Hell yeah. We love Kingdom Hearts over here.
We do be loving us some Kingdom Hearts.
Anywho, I'm going to sleep. Either of you got nighttime stuff?
Are we allowed to use camp activities?
Yeah, you're allowed to use camp activities. You're technically not camping, but you're in like a very safe rest spot with like all of Arnvid's family.
All of Arden's family.
Arden's
I'm
family.
up north.
Yeah.
Like
Listen,
one day we'll get it
the
right.
people in the setting can get you two straight. I can't.
It's only been what? 27 sessions? You should have it by now.
You should not have named yourself this. Is what we should not have
It was
done.
This was not
completely
coordinated.
random.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep telling you the truth here. It was not coordinated.
Yeah.
So does this count as a village or a town?
This is a village. It's not a
Okay.
super big place, but yeah.
Because that gives us a different set of things we can try.
Yeah. And let me go ahead and open my rule set for that, by the way. Alright, let's see here. TABRA rulebooks. Where are my rulebooks? Fabulous Ultimate rulebooks. Okay, let me open up Natural Fantasy and High Fantasy and the core rulebook. There is something that GM is admitting that he messed up, which is really sad boy hours. I cannot remember the name of the figure, but I think one of our players who's a better note taker than even the GM remembers it. What is the name of the major figure in your town? Arden.
Which major figure?
The figure who basically like has set up this deal with death here.
Oh, the historical one. Crap.
Yeah. If you don't remember it,
Blackgrass?
It was black something.
Blackroot, Jack Blackroot.
Yeah.
No,
Black.
my next guess was gonna be Blackbeard, but no, that's too piratey.
That's Thursday.
I could have sworn I wrote this down in the Discord.
I know. I think you wrote it down in. Maybe it was Discord. We talk a
No,
lot.
last one written there is Demon King info.
Such notes. Insane. Insane that this info is not getting written down. At any rate, Blackroot was basically the rabbit entity who used a lot of like he found especially basically this like mix of like dark magic, something akin to necromancy, and like ancient like magic using like natural like plants, specifically a black root that he is known for. Though this order has done a lot to obscure the knowledge from the beast folk about this. He used essentially this black root or this like black fungus or whatever it is. He used this to essentially steal years from people who were already close to dying, and to keep himself forever off the radar. And he is now forced to, and everyone in his order is forced to, essentially tend to the frustrated spirits who have been wronged. And your former shaman here in this village has told you, I need you to go look into what's going on with the snake folk, because they're going to be very angry if they die on Blackroot's path to the Kingdom of Death. And you've been told, take your time, rest in 3 streams before you head out. But like you when you go into the Gome Jungle amidst all the other missions you have, he has asked you, go look into whatever's happened into the Snake Folk village. I don't know where the Snake Folk village even is, and apparently it's only intermittently appearing. Or he's also offered, we could try and reopen the gate and send you on the snake's path, on the path to the Kingdom of Death.
Ha ha ha! That's gonna be a new game plus if we choose that.
Yeah. Up to y'all, but take a rest, figure things out, go into the jungle.
I mean, the jungle's gonna be a whole thing. I can tell you right now.
I mean, we were planning on hitting the gate just north of the jungle before heading back into it proper, right?
Yes.
Or is this taking priority here?
Well, it's up to y'all. He didn't say it needed to be done immediately, but he did say before Manja ever, or not Manja, Arden ever returns back to be the new shaman in this village. Because Arden has clearly developed his own abilities. He's developed all the abilities necessary for a new shaman. He even, in many ways, was an outcast, so he would be the fitting person for this role. Like, there's a lot of things that the previous shaman looks for that just seem to be like the right elements. An outcast is acceptable because they will often have a lot of knowledge that makes them feel unwelcome or unhappy, or just that their concentration of dark energy, which dark energy isn't necessarily evil, but it is negative emotions that need to be processed. And that's what Blackroot and his whole order was forced into doing for the dead spirits who did not move on properly because he cheated them. And Death was very angry and made this deal with Blackroot.
So necromancers here are just therapists.
Basically. Or they're supposed to be. You're allowed to use
How
somebody
does that
until...
make you feel, Arden?
Yeah. You're allowed to
You
use
feel-
somebody's spirit so long as you're helping them work through things to then re-enter the flow of ether.
Makes me want to punch something.
You got a couple of siblings around you could have a scrap with.
Yeah, and you have helped your other brother, and he has basically informed you that he wants to be of some use somewhere else. He doesn't want to be stuck in this town his whole
Yep.
life.
Yep, and I gave him the money so that
Yeah.
he has one less excuse to not.
Yeah, and he's going to move. He's going to go down to like across the stream over to Ronwyn or Greycots, and he's going to essentially try and get to Merville, and then like there in Merville, there's an adventuring guild, a researchers guild, and a mages guild. They're always present together, all 3 of them. But right now, we're enjoying a peaceful night. What are you guys deciding to do for your resting activity? I think I'm looking at natural fantasy, and I'm looking at the options for camping.
That's right, you're using a different one, not that one anymore.
I mean, well, I'm like ones has town specific ones, and I'll figure, but it's like we're at night, so I figured that the most of the town activities don't apply.
Yeah.
But because it's late at night and it's quiet, DM, I'm just gonna do an exploration roll
Okay.
for IP because I do need some, and I'd rather just get it for free.
Roll me a d6. And your
That, and,
in
you
your
know-
time of about 3 hours of you just exploring during the middle of the night, kind of like the calm of the night.
Yep, really
hearing-
honestly, just kind of checking in the sights. 5. So yeah, I get 3 inventory points back. So
Yeah.
yay, I'm almost max.
Nice.
But yeah, then come back, have a quick meal, and probably just lay down.
I got my ID back from the siblings, right?
Yeah.
They know
Yeah.
better they know better to actually steal stuff. It gets back to the person eventually.
Yeah, eventually it gets back to the person. Like, especially because you kind of look at all of them and you're like, even if you move, you keep rotating this, but around me, I know where all of y'all's things are, and they then rethink that because they know the escalating nature of these sibling arguments, and like, if you break you're my special thing, I'm going to break 3 of yours until none of you have a lot left in this town.
If there's a prank war, the adventurer is going to come out on top,
Yeah.
and he has backup.
So, what are you guys? What are you doing for the night, Arden?
I was looking at the wrong list, so I was looking at the downtime activities list that's on the board.
In the core rulebook?
No, it's in
In the
Discord.
Discord
Discord.
reference.
Yeah, my bad, my bad.
Actually, I found one that I think fits there. If I can use this one, I'm going to say hearty meal.
Hearty?
Enjoy some good solid food. Once before the next rest, when you lose hit points for whatever reason, you may choose to have that hit point loss.
Bad Fantasy has Daydream, which is exactly the same without the Zenith cost.
Which is perfect because again, this is like the there's a feast that your town made, like that we mentioned, like when we last
Exactly,
left
that's what I'm saying. It's fitting. I dug in and ate.
off. Yeah. You walk over and you grab yourself a hearty meal. And let me see where the activities are. We'll see what that does.
That one, like I said, it just says once before the next rest, when if you lose hit points for whatever reason, you may choose to lose half.
Yeah. You lose hit points, you lose half. Where are you getting that? What book is that?
It was the one that Artie put in Discord way back in November of last year.
It's not in any of the rulebooks.
Oh, it's from what the errata?
I don't know, just it's downtime activities. It's in the reference material.
Oh, okay.
TABRA.
Back on 11/11.
Oh, I see these. I see this. I need to have this in, just like on hand too. So let me just keep that open.
Pizza is done.
All right. All right, my dude. Arnvid, what are you doing?
I think I'm just gonna stick with my usual of Daydream. Once before next long rest, whenever you lose HP for whatever reason, you can have that loss.
Go into that whole box.
And then I'll immediately wake up 5 minutes later and start getting antsy.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So, like whenever you lose hit points for whatever reason, you choose to have that loss. In the same way, our guy who's doing a hearty meal is going to do the same sort of thing.
I mean, if I'm gonna tank, I might as well go all in.
Yeah.
I say as I'm out damaging like 90% of all entities in TABRA.
You mostly all have a peaceful rest. Could I get someone to roll me a d6 with disadvantage? Specifically, Arden, as you go to sleep and enter a deep, dreaming, restful sleep.
And then we can go. So 4 is the low.
4 is the low. You almost enter into a good dream. It doesn't quite become a nightmare, but you are hearing, "Help us! We are suffering! Help us, the eggs! We don't know what to do to help the eggs!" It's south of the mother runs. 7 days within the jungle. You must turn at the great orange tree.
We'll look into it.
And they never really hear you. They're just continuing to cry out, "Help us, help us." And clearly they're sending a message through some ancient beast folk magic, but they don't know if anyone can hear them.
7 days south of the Mother Run. We gotta find the orange tree. Sure, it's 7 days, because even if we're doing
You're not really sure if they're right about that or if something else is
Yeah.
going on, but you do know that they mention it's south of the of a great orange tree. Like it's south of the Mother Runs, near a great orange tree is their village.
oh, they said turn at the orange tree.
Yeah.
So we have to find we go to the Mother Run, find the orange tree, and then turn south.
And the Mother Runs isn't hard to find. It's literally what's running through your village. The
Yep.
Mother Runs is a great, like, there are easier streams a little bit diverted away from the village. There are three like kind of crestfallen, like really simple like waterfalls near your village. Though that is why it's called three streams. But the larger portion of the river is kind of like re-diverted around the village, or like the village has been like placed just a little bit away, like where these three streams fall.
Yep.
But the greater portion of the river runs through this forest, the deep woods, and then runs deep down into an exiting just near the human kingdom, near Ronwen. Having received a vision, you are able to fall back into a peaceful sleep, and the day moves forward. You are woken at 5 o'clock by several of your siblings, at least 5 of them, running around, jumping over each other, and one of them jumps down and like hits you in the stomach and bounces off into the rest of the house, like jumping through it. Like they're just chasing each other, and like, you know, obviously one of them decides to land on you like a cat in the middle of your
Well, see, that's the
sleeping.
thing. That's the thing. That doesn't wake me up. That's normal.
yeah. Plants in your solar plexus, rolls over. I'm going back to sleep.
Why do you think I have abs of steel underneath this fur?
Yeah.
It wasn't sit-ups, I'll tell you that.
And I will go ahead and move the time forward. We are currently at 5 a.m. The other of you, Arnvid, it is a weird feeling knowing that you don't need to rest, and it's beginning to weigh on you. Can you make me a insight and willpower check to a degree of like to the tune of 10?
Not my willpower. TC 10?
Yep.
I will leave it at a failure.
Yeah. You don't know why that it's beginning to bother you, though. Like the system said, like you don't need the sleep, so you don't know why something seems up. This is supposed to be a gift for you, like doing really well. The dev made this gift specifically for you, so you don't know. You know you don't need to sleep, but like something's gnawing at you about that. You feel like you almost got to like a realization, and then just kind of you're gonna leave it off. You're like, no, I want this. I want this. What have you done during most of the night? While everyone
I
else
think I would
is
have
sleeping.
spent some time whittling, or maybe carving at some of the bedposts. Just add a little design.
Added a little like pattern onto the bedpost for this bedroom.
Celtic not work, probably.
Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Occupying yourself with like a crafting thing. You wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, Monjo. There is a bunch of noise happening, and you are not completely unused to this living on a
Like it's very much the same as Arden,
Yeah.
whereas it's like everyone is sort of just piled in, and now it's like the moment one wakes up, it's chaos until the matron asserts themselves.
There's in about 30 minutes or an hour, however long it takes for her to work up the willpower, she's eventually going to wake up and she's going to organize them either through a show of force or a show of food.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How big is the building we're in? Are we able to stand up normally, or are we all squatting?
You guys can stand normally.
The highest point is about like maybe 5.5 feet.
So, got a hunch. All right, cool. Manja quickly gets himself out of of the burrow and begins building a cook fire outside where he has the range to move. Because he smells the danger of children.
Yeah. You begin ready, like setting up the cook fire outside.
Yeah, like he very much just sets up a cook fire for him, of decent size, and begins and pulls out his giant stock pot.
Hey, what are you doing? There's like 3 little brothers, like probably all within the same age range, about 5 to 8.
Manja just stops and stares at them. Then he slowly turns, wielding his butcher knife. I'm making breakfast.
Can we help?
Yes, here's what I need. Pulls out a shopping list. I need honey, I need berries, and I need potatoes. Go. First one to bring me the most gets 10s in it.
Oh, and they were like, you gave them a list of things that they ought to do, and there's nothing that disinterests a child more than that. And then you mentioned money, and you've given them berries and what else? Berries, honey, and what?
Berries, honey, and potatoes.
Potatoes.
Like
they go bouncing off into the nearby woods, not like deep wood, not like deep.
The moment they're gone, he begins pulling out those same ingredients from his inventory.
Amazing.
It's like, here's the thing. He knows exactly what it takes to get children out of his way because that's how he was taught.
You have about 30 minutes of freedom.
He knows he has to make a lot, so he keeps it simple. So it's like, it's boiled potatoes that he can then make into cut open and make breakfast potatoes. He heats up loaves of bread that he has stowed away in his inventory. Very much keeps it simple, but just adds little flares like honey for flavor. He pulls out jam that he got way back when in Solmere. Very much just like he pulls out ingredients he's gotten from everywhere. So while it's simple, it is a good variety of places. Like, he pulls out mead, but it's not alcoholic. It's just honeyed wine. Like, I can't think of the right way to put it. It's honeyed, but it's not alcoholic.
Yeah.
Cooking wine.
It's
You burn off the
sherry.
alcohol?
It's cooking sherry.
Correct. It is honeyed cooking sherry.
Yeah.
That he warms up and adds spices to.
There's a moment where, like, as you're like looking in the thing, like, there's a set of 2 ears that like are at their side of the bowl, or the side of the big cooking pot that you have, and then they go
Mhm.
straight up, and then you see a little pink nose, and then you see like a woman in an apron, and it is clearly Manja's mom, or Arden.
Oh,
Clearly Arden's
okay.
mom.
Manja puts away his wooden spoon of striking children.
Yeah. I thought I smelled something. You know, honey, you could have used the kitchen inside.
Your kitchen does not accommodate the needs that I have,
I've
which
been
is a straight
cooking-
back.
I've been cooking for 17 kids for quite some time, honey.
Yes, but I need to stand up straight. I can't do that in your kitchen.
See, I've been telling him that we have plenty of space. There's not another house above us in the tree for another several feet. I've wanted higher ceilings. I kind of think it makes us feel a little special, but like getting him to get his tools out for more carpentry. Let me tell you, she goes to like just kind of give you.
He
girl
just
gossip
nods and
about-
he is just quietly preparing things, going like, he asks questions like, go on, elaborate, tell me more about this.
Yeah.
Very much just egging her on to keep her mouth running so that he can keep cooking. This is not new to him.
There's about 30 minutes that pass where she just tells you it spirals from her husband to like his brothers to, can you believe what Cheryl said the other day?
Tell me more.
And
Give me the tea.
she said, and I'm not telling anybody, but she said that she thinks
Uh-huh.
that Carol puts on too much makeup. And like, the thing is, Carol has stopped using makeup, and she's basically saying that like she looks very like put fake, and it's just been a whole thing because everyone knows except for maybe I guess Cheryl that like Carol's not using makeup anymore. So it was a whole big thing, and like we had to like console Carol about it. And she like pulls out she's like sitting in like a rocking chair next to you.
Where did the rocking chair come from?
She pulled it from like the front porch.
Okay, it's just like suddenly without warning, rocking chair.
She's like eating a carrot, like talking, like telling you all this, like while drinking like essentially some glass of like fruit juice.
Manja's just keep nodding like, I got you. Very much just letting her have her talk because he knows if he opens his mouth too much, he's going to start talking shit.
Yeah. There's a moment where like 3 boys like reappear. We've got it. I got it first. And then like, if none of you don't stop running right now, and if you don't stop kicking your brothers, you won't hear the end of it until the end of the day. I'm gonna have you pulling weeds with your dad. And like they don't stop until they get up to you. And one of them is like holding a handful of like almost smushed berries and like a couple of potatoes.
So I measure up the piles, like, and I put a show of inspecting the ingredients. Like, I see. Well, it's something. Like, is there a clear winner, or is it all pretty close?
They all just kind of tumble over each other trying to get to you with this. Like, it's one set of ingredients, but they're all trying to be the first to bring it to you.
All right then. It seems there's a 3-way tie. And there's only one way to break a 3-way tie. Rochambeau.
What?
Or parchment paper shears. No, parchment rock shears.
And they're new to this because again, like this is something you're bringing from Earth.
They don't have paper rock scissors here?
They have other things. They have like a cup and ball game. They have a couple of things that are, it would be almost like insane that you didn't develop it. They have like a ring game and a like where's the carrot? Different things like that. But
Okay. Like, this is a tried and true decision maker.
yeah.
It is a game of skill. It is a game of deceit. It is a game of who gets to do the chores. Now then, simply put, there is he breaks down the rules of paper, rock, scissors.
Yeah. And these boys have traveled with each other long enough. They're close siblings. They're all close in age. There's not a conclusive answer to this for another 10 minutes.
It's okay. That's the purpose. It's like they are distracted. They're not trotting my pot. And that is the goal. It's always just one more little distraction. Like, I see. Well, since you've done that, you've made your decision. Cool. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go fetch the rest of them because the food is almost done.
And of course, as they run off, Mom says, "You know, honey, you're almost a natural. If you weren't an adventurer, I'd ask if you had any yourself."
I have 50 cousins, brothers, and sisters. And probably more now.
What town did you grow up in? I know there's a few monkey folk villages in the jungle, but we haven't really gone far. I only ever go
grew
like
up
the village over.
exclusively on the river.
Go here on the runs. Oh, you live in one of those jungle boats that goes through.
We're more of a flotilla, but yeah. Think of it, a flotilla like a city of boats.
That'd be nice
People
to go
come and go.
and visit different places all the time. It's I like to read, but I don't really get to go out and see a lot of things.
I mean, occasionally the boats will come up to this point. I know they do for the sake of trade. You could just do a simple week-long cruise. It's not hard. And it's like up to about, say, here on the map. Like, I know for a fact there is a trade station. You can probably go up to there, hitch another boat, and then come back.
Make me an insight check, a difficulty of 10.
Uh-huh. Like, not trying to pry, but just...
You look up... feel free to apply one of your opportunities. You can click that apply opportunity. There's a lot of options that it'll now present.
Oh, it works now?
It works now.
Oh shit, it works now.
Nice.
I apply shaken to his mom. No.
I can take a cruise?
Yeah.
No, there's a reason I made you roll that. You look up and you see the sheer number of children in this village. And you look at her and you realize all the parents are collectively sharing the responsibility, and that the parents don't often get to leave in this village. It's actually a wild thing that they permitted, but they knew, like, like a lot of these bunnies go out and do their own thing, and that helps a little bit reduce the strain on the village. That's why they let Arden leave. But like, the parents collectively share the responsibility and burden of the massive amounts of children because they're bunnies.
I'm erasing two spots of air brick.
Okay, cool.
We do not want him showing up here.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not.
Like, I'll it's like, no, you go the fuck away. You stay over there.
Somewhere else, air brake catches, like, as they're climbing down a mountain, down a mountainside, like along a narrow path. Erd almost trips, and like 3 or 4 of his pots and pans go banging down the cliffside, and Airbrake just looks at him and says, "You're going to collect every one of those pots and pans, Erd." "I am, sir." And he unhooks the backpack and he says, "Yes, you're going to collect every one of those pots, Erd." And then he grabs some vines and a large boulder and ties it to his... "But we can't have you stopping your weight training now, can we, Erd?" And he...
Man, I didn't want to punish Erd.
he takes the backpack and sets him by himself. He has Erd by the hand, and he says, "I want those before nightfall, Erd. One of those pots has been with me since I was a boy." And he holds him at full arm length for him, like a giant he is. He is now hovering over, like, a canyon beneath him, like the cliffside just goes deep down, and he's like, "Before nightfall, Erd," and he lets go, and Erd just descends.
Listen, you don't understand. This is our secret weapon. When
Yeah.
we actually face the Demon King, Erd will have 20s in his physical stats.
No, he's gonna truly break the system, get D100s.
Actually, using my HUD, can I see where Erd is in approximation to us?
Yeah. They're currently like going down like a there's like a mountain range near this they were going hunting for something. There's like a mountain range in this like kind of like hilly area. And
So they're keeping to the Theod area then.
yeah.
Okay. But he just looks at him, he looks around, he gets it. It's like, look, like, here's the thing. If you want, my people could easily he stops and thinks about it. Actually, nope, sorry I said anything. You don't want my family here. You don't want some of my family here, but if you get my family, you get some of my family, and you don't know which side you're gonna get. He starts thinking really hard because he knows his family too well, and he sees this sleepy little village, and he knows exactly the kind of chaos his family will cause in this village. Which is to say, it's gonna become a party.
Yep.
It's like when the riverboat comes in, it's a celebration. So it's like, one day, whenever you get rid of the last one day.
One of these days, honey. It's okay. And she goes and grabs like a bell that she's gonna ring, which each house in this village has its own bell that makes its own tone, and she's ringing it that it's breakfast time, and like several of the children just kind of pour out, and this is about when.
No, I'm already there.
Yeah. This is about when Arden is up, and he's up just before this bell begins ringing.
As soon as at that first ring, I am right there next to the pot.
Like,
I have the window open for you to jump out.
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
What? You have to be here first, or you don't get any.
You could have been here to help with the food.
Why? I was sleeping.
Bullshit.
God, it's the best sleep I've had in months.
I saw you get trampled by 7 of your siblings, and those were the ones I could differentiate between.
Oh, yeah, that's normal.
I stop and stare at him.
Waking up
You're
with
not normal.
bruises is normal.
Chewing a piece of tree rubber and spitting it out into his hand, and like your mother's like, honey, can you not? Is the eldest brother underneath you, the brother that you've helped out? And he like folds it into like essentially like a napkin. The tree rubber is kind of like a gum from this land. And he sits there like basically the next at the table before like the pile of children just kind of like slam in, and like they like I like your dad is out at about kind of the last, like he wanted to sleep more than anything, and he's the last at the table, just kind of like, oh, I guess we're
okay. There is a table, not a food line. Okay.
I guess we're doing breakfast outside. Yeah, like the kids have like brought the table out in like a roiling mass of like people.
There's like
Okay,
8 or 9 kids underneath the table, all just carrying it.
Yeah.
It is
They're
just
marching in perfect sync. Hut 2, 3, 4. Hut.
It
2,
is the
3,
bunny
4.
army,
Okay, reattach
basically.
legs. Go.
It's like synergy.
Your dad's a lot of things in this town. Carpenter, craftsman, farmer. Everyone in the town kind of has to be. Your dad's kind of a handyman. And he's a smith. Arden. And he's just kind of like sitting there, like thinking about all he's got to do today. We get a lot. Post the festival of like the carrot soup, like everybody's got to start like retilling the land, like restoring like nutrients to the ground. It's like everyone's kind of really in tune with the land here. They know to get a good yield next year, they've got to let the land rest, but also they've got to restore things to the land. And like, whereas on Earth we didn't learn about like nitrogen fixing practices. Here in TABRA, they go like hunting for certain like specific shrooms, and like they seed the shrooms and let them die and settle into the ground. Like 2 or 3 times during this later portion of the year. So like they grow them once, let them die, decompose, like really settle into the ground. It smells a little bit bad. Then they seed them again, let them grow, die, and decompose, and that kind of like fixes stuff back to for like a new good crop of carrots to grow next year.
Plus, they rotate crops. I mean, they eat more than carrots.
Yeah, they definitely eat more than carrots, but this is their favorite meal.
Of course.
There's got to be some wheat for bread somewhere.
Yeah.
There's got to be somewhere for the kids to run through and play hide and seek.
Yeah. There's different things, but they're grown in like rotations. And of course, there's storehouses. Specifically, this big like house where the mayor lives. Underneath his house, like he has several jobs, and one of the mayor's jobs is to inspect regularly. They don't let just anyone become the mayor, or like anyone who's like self-important. The mayor has to be good at like keeping and making sure like no like diseases or anything that would ruin the stores of goods go bad. And because he maintains and checks on them regularly and rotates the stores through like a clever system of like contraptions that they've built, like and aerates and make sure everything's good. That's his job for a good portion of the day, besides also dealing with people. Which is also why, the mayor does get, first dibs on a lot of things that they store up, because he's making sure everything stays good for the whole town.
Again.
Everyone digs in. And I will say, if you aren't already full health, you will be by the end of this meal.
Lots of carbs.
Yeah, lots of carbs. I'm going to say, so long as you wish to stay here, I will give you rolls, I will give you checks, but this is a peaceful village. And I will let you guys rest here, and I will let you say, we can skip to afford like a week or two, or however long you need to rest your character's souls. But like, nothing much crazy besides the serpent folk who came into town. And the bird folk who are going to be here for the next 2 or 3 days, like selling goods. Nothing much is happening in town. This is a peaceful village, which is why you had to leave to go adventuring.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is there's not a proper shop for us or an adventuring guild, huh?
No. There's no adventuring guild or anything in here. Like, Arden had to leave to go to Morrowvale.
Credit for all of our quests, right? I don't have any outstanding ones to turn in.
No, I think we hit all the quests, and the only thing left now is the most recent generated quest, which is save the snake people from Deathlands.
Well, and the gate. That's the other one.
Well,
we have
that's
turned
like
in the
those...
vampires and Borkin yet, since we wanted to
keep
that secret for a bit.
Yeah, we did.
We did?
The prince did it. Remember?
Right.
So here's the thing: like, doing the gates, like visiting the Greybeards.
Yeah, the snake thing is what heroes like in the know, and heroes who've been heroing, or adventurers who've been doing the adventure thing for the Adventurers Guild. It's there are official or at least guild quests, and then there are side jobs, side quests, or just tasks is what people call them. Like, you gotta do this if you don't want to look bad as an adventurer. Or you agree to do it and you just leave and don't do it. Like, there's a lot of adventurers who, they do their job to get better and better and better jobs so they can get better paying jobs, higher ranks. So when people ask them to do these little tasks, they're just like, yeah, sure. And then they leave. There's a lot of adventurers like that.
Because they're not paid or qualify.
They're not paid, they're not qualified, or it's like like all they really care about like is keeping up appearances that the adventurers are doing good stuff. Like, they're not really like they're not heroes at the end of the day. Like, they're doing a job. So a lot of adventurers are like, let me do what I need to do and then get home and like enjoy my meal. Like, they're doing it so they can get home to the tavern and enjoy another good meal and some alcohol.
Oh yes, home to the tavern, where all adventurers are born from and die in.
Yeah. And keeping in mind, the Adventurers Guilds always double as taverns and inns, so... Their whole thing is like they go to do their adventuring 9 to 5, kill a monster, come back, celebrate with the money, and then you're broke again. You got to go do a job. Whereas y'all are doing something which is like a very ancient, like actually being heroic adventurers. Like when people need you, y'all are going and doing that thing.
So we're like Coca-Cola Classic, and they're like New Coke.
Yeah. They like y'all are doing the thing that like the people believe in. Like when people think of adventurers, when kids think of adventurers, that's what they do. Like the actual
We're
guy who's like,
reinforcing the stereotype accidentally.
you're creating people who are more optimistic about what adventurers do. Like the average adventurer is like kind of like a cynic. Honestly, they're like, I'm not gonna go risk my neck for a bunch of people for no pay. There's plenty of kind of a hardened, grizzled, or like cynical or kind of asshole adventurers, and they won't take a job if it doesn't pay, or if it doesn't pay good enough, or if it's gonna like actually have a risk of killing themselves. But you guys are different. But
Yep,
for
we're more-
as long as you wish, you are currently just chilling in the town of 3 streams.
Would Arden ever share the dream?
Yeah.
Yes, he would. Probably would put it in team chat just to make it easier, since privacy does not exist in this particular village.
Now, Arden, I know you've
Oh,
been adventuring, son, and I'm really proud of you. And like, how's those knives treating you? And like, he kind of like scratches the back of his head because he's been talked to. It's now like y'all are just kind of standing out in the field, like looking over like Arden's town,
Yeah.
chilling. Like you've just been milling about like teenagers or like broke college kids do in towns, doing nothing but looking around. It's like 11 o'clock, almost 12. And your dad walks up to you, Arden, and he's like, kind of like a pot-bellied kind of like Smith situation. He talks to you. He's like, Arden, I know you're just gonna visit in town with your friends and stuff, and you've been adventuring. And I know that's probably crazy, and from what you tell me, you've been fighting, dangerous things, son. And I want you to be able to rest, but we've got to retail the fields, and you got a lot of strong friends, and it would be a lot of help if you could help,
I'm willing to help. I can ask. But and I wouldn't be surprised if Arnvid wants to help. He looks like he always looks like he's looking for something to actually be a workout.
Yeah, like
Monty disappears at the sign of work.
it kind of disappears any mention of like the knives. Like that was mostly like said in passing, but you both remember your dad. He's kind of embarrassed about it now, and because he's had a talk to by the mayor. But at this point, the mayor said he would go visit him, and the mayor had a long conversation with him for about 2 hours this morning, where he's like, you can't go grab things from essentially Jack Blackroot's like resting ground. His Jack Blackroot's essence is in those things, and he's been punished by, or like he doesn't tell any of that stuff, but he says like that is a very sacred burial ground, and like you get the like actual essence of like what the mayor's like reasoning is, because the mayor is the only other person besides the shaman who knows. Like you can't take something that might have the spirit of Blackroot in it. And he tries to get it really stresses it as best he can without giving away the secret to your father. And your father's like, so how's those knives treating you, son? And then he goes and mentions the job, and he's like, hey, if you're mentioning your friend, why don't you get the big one? And he hops off and like goes and grabs his basket and like his tools.
But before he heads off, I tell him, the knives. I'll put it to you this way, Dad. I've had opportunities to some pretty powerful stuff that we've found here and there, and I've never once even considered switching them out for that. It's meant something to me that you made these for me. The only thing I did, and I pull one of the knives, and then I throw it at a tree, and then it comes back to show off the returning rune.
Wasn't that neat?
Yeah. Otherwise, exactly as you made them. Hell, I even had some dwarves when they first saw them offering to tighten them up. I gave them what for.
Can you believe it? I've never seen a dwarf in my life, son. You're already experiencing more than I have in all my years.
Oh, they're interesting. They smell weird.
Don't let your mother hear you say that. She always wants you to be polite to everybody. I agree with you.
I never said that to them.
True. Well, yeah. Make sure you get
But
your
we have
big.
armed.
Make sure you grab your big friend. Maybe grab the your monkey friend too. I'm sure he could hold a lot of tools and kind of help, and we could probably get this done in a couple 4 hours. You say, right?
The moment Manja hears hard work, he's gone.
Where is
Which
Manja
means-
in the town?
Which means you don't hear my response where I just kind of laugh and say, "Oh no, best thing for Manja, stick mom on them, get them cooking."
It's like you could see him just slowly starting to make his way up a tree, just staring like no.
Yeah, there's a lot of elements of this life that like you're like, oh, I get a chance to like cook for a lot of people, but there's a lot of things that like it's different like when you have a whole flotilla of people working together, like you're serving customers on the riverboats. One of them is you had a team of people working on you, and they always trusted in you to make the best food. So your team worked around you, Manja, which meant also cleaning dishes. But cooking for a family means you cook for them, and like the kids will do a little bit, but never enough. And like the mom was like, "All right, you ready to wash some dishes?" And there's like just a pile of them, and you're like, So after you get done washing the dishes, right after you get washing the dishes, you hear, "Hey, could you get your friends to help me in the field?" You dip.
It's just like, look at that, an excuse. Gone, disappears into the trees, never to be seen until late at night.
What do you end up doing out in the field? Because I wanna let you kind of explore a hex or two around you.
Oh no, he sleeps.
In the,
Like this is the
in the
first time
trees.
he's gotten since the start of this adventure. This is the first time he has gotten to be truly lazy again.
Roll me
He's like,
a set of d6s. Take the worst result.
we include the R. The R helps the roll. So
Nothing
4.
too bad happens, Manga. You have a normal, nice dream.
It's just like of course, and if he's not sleeping, if he's like once he's napped himself out, then it's just like he is in his cookbook. Like occasionally he will pillage someone else's recipes, watching them cook
Yeah.
and seeing what he can take from it.
Watching from their window, like what is it? Mike Myers.
It's very
You don't have a
shamelessly
spyglass,
watching them
do
cook.
ya?
Yes, like there's going to be complaints about him.
Yeah, staring into someone's window at a just a poor old lady cooking by herself or for her family or mother.
Occasionally taps on the window. What seasoning is that?
Clutches. Who are you, kids?
So yes, he's just being a menace.
Yeah. What's Arn been up to?
I
grab
think if they have
food to help
any
with the-
heavy plows out in the field, I'll just be working through those, trying to go through my cardio for the day at a little bit of lower body.
Yeah, you end up like essentially it's a little. You tell me how you feel about this. You realize after a good like 10 minutes what your dad, what Arden's dad is cooking up, as he starts getting like different straps and things, and he starts like fixing something to essentially a larger plow, like plow that he could possibly
I'm
pull.
actively helping out with this. Up north, we got a ton of stony soil and not much grass for beasts of burden, so we just had to do it ourselves as well.
Yeah. There's a moment where you realize he's essentially hooking something up that would be like what would normally be pulled by an oxen. But like, since it's you're like, we've done this before in my life. And so you're just pulling essentially like he hooks it up for you. So you don't really have to like hold on to much. You just have to grab these straps and like dig your feet in. And it's a good leg workout. You're essentially doing those lunges like all across the field for a good like 4 hours. Yeah, good Russian peasantry with horse styles to plow.
That's actually something from a comedian I remember way back when. I don't remember what comedian, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just get into the rhythm and just start perusing through menus as needed. Maybe even try and look through all the 1,000 plus camera options we got.
Yeah.
we got all those still.
There's a couple of options that like kind of nerve wreck you. There's a moment I need you to roll me 2 insight checks and taking the worst result. Like, so you're going to be rolling 2 sets of 2 dice, taking the worst of the 2 rolls.
1 sec.
You can also do insight willpower if that's better.
Oh, insight willpower? Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. Let me get my D10 out to play.
Yeah. You would
An
fail.
8.
Yeah.
And then 14.
There is a moment where like you're like really plowing along. You're thinking about all the things you do, and then there's a moment where it's like you're looking at the field and you're looking at places that normally would conjure up memories of like idyllic places that you had seen in like magazines. There's a brief moment where you look down at your hands and they're the hands that you had on Earth. Rough, like dark brown hair on your arms. And then there's a moment where you're looking out at everything and you look into like some water, like to catch your breath. You go walk over because you're like kind of confused. And you're like Arden's dad looks at you a little concerned, and so does Arden. You look down at the water and you don't see a face at all. You don't see the face that you had on Earth. You don't see Arden's face. You don't see a face at all. And you hear something very strange. System memory integrity. 92%.
Screenshot the face list. Screenshot the message. Forward to Juniper. Put it on my mind to get back to work.
Yeah, and for a brief moment, you weren't really sure who you were.
Good, you okay?
I'll DM system glitch, having Juniper deal with it.
Okay. Let me know if I can do anything to help.
You see a message from...
If you can bully Mancha into making some gruel that he can force feed through a tube to me while working this, that'd be nice.
Arden's dad is like, son, you're doing a real good job here. Honestly, you're making clear work of this. With me and Arnvin, me, my son, and you, Arnvin, we'll probably get this done in about another hour. I know you look a little green. Sorry if I'm working you more than you do in your adventuring thing. You okay?
That's old memories popping up. Working hard is helping get rid of them.
I don't deal much besides some of the you humans don't know this, but there's animals who live out here besides just the beast folk, and we get wolves and all kinds of critters, and I have fought off a wolf or two, but nothing worse, and only ever a wolf or one or two, and I know when to call it quits. I know you guys see all kind of crazy things that would scare a grown man, but if you want to talk about it, son.
I might take you up on that someday.
Now I'll pop open like he essentially mentions like there's like carrot juice alcohol. I'll pop open a nice bottle of juice and we'll talk over it kind of tonight. If you're still on your mind, or we can just grill something. We've got a couple of good steaks. I know you probably need something for your muscles or whatever.
I will gladly take that carrot juice. I'll gladly take the steak, but I'm still working through it myself, so
we can
rain
talk
check
or
on the conversation.
Yeah, we can talk, or we can just enjoy a nice meal. We'll wait till most of the kids are asleep. We don't want to wake them up with. Also, he leans at my wife, and don't tell Arden, but I'm technically supposed to be laying off the red meat, but he kind He gestures as like, we'll keep this between us. And if we want to talk or we just want to look out across the fields, you take some time to yourself, son. And he goes back to
I
whatever.
actually
he's
prefer
doing.
the stars over the fields, though. Can't get too many good glimpses through these trees.
Oh yeah, I hear you can barely even see the stars in some of those human places.
Might have to fly up to the treetops one of these nights.
Yeah, you go ahead. If you find a way to climb up there, or if you want to kind of go wandering, I'm sure there's a couple clearings. There's a good spot, kind of really points like like almost to the entrance of the town. If you look straight up from like right there near where the town sign is, you get a good clear view of a couple stars. And he says, anyways, I think we'll be done in about an hour. And it's probably about like 2 o'clock now. $2:30. And you know that the QA team has like already messaged you, like your liaison, your QA liaison, who like that's always what he presents himself to you. Jennifer's like, Manja, I'm Arden, we're working really hard at looking at what's going on with the title. Manja, if you could just make sure you never select that title, not even by accident. And we're currently looking into it, guys. And I will tell you as soon as I have something definitive. Try not to worry.
Did you see my screenshot of the integrity
Oh
message?
yeah, I forwarded that right away. I don't you worry, bud. I checked that, and Arden and Arnvid and Manja, just like I said, the titles are meant to be collected or not. You're just supposed to live your life and be focusing on what you're doing here. And don't try and collect all the titles that you need to. That you don't need all those. They don't need to be doing crazy stuff. But
Just a question: is relaxing a good thing to do, or should I stay focused?
Relaxing's a great idea. Arden, I think, Arden, I think after everything you've been through, relaxing is a great idea. And why don't you just enjoy your time here? You can tell that Juniper is far more nervous than he's letting on.
I'm going to let it slide. Just one more day.
And then he exploded.
Yeah, then he exploded.
I have 2 layers of immortality. I am Sun Wukong. DM can try.
Don't say that out loud.
The day goes by relatively quickly. You guys are enjoying yourself. It's now 3 o'clock. The field is done. Everyone is able to enjoy themselves. The bird folk are like you have time to go chat with and talk with the bird folk and like shop and see what all you can get before they leave. They're going to be leaving tomorrow. If you guys wanted to shop and get gear. Otherwise, I will keep doing some narrative things until you guys tell me you want to leave town.
I figured if the other two didn't care, I would probably stay 2, maybe 3 days, and then I'd be ready to move on.
Yeah.
Just a little narrative downtime, so to speak. We have faced demons, caves, caverns of unspeakable horror.
Yeah. In that
We went
case,
from back-to-back boss fights, essentially, from Elmina into Vorken.
yeah. In that case, there comes a moment where, like, basically during dinner around 6 o'clock, a couple of your brother, you see your brother outside, like, kind of like rolling like a marble in his hand, and then trying to make sure that no one's watching, and he right at the end, kind of like he's like almost like doing like marble juggling, like he flicks it off his finger and it floats in the air, and he tries to spin it around and tries to bring it back in contact like it wasn't just floating but at his will. He's currently practicing his Esper powers. Inside during dinner, the rest of your siblings. So what's the worst monster you've ever fought? And your dad kind of says something like really nervous, like looking at Arnvid, and like, kids, why don't I tell you about the time I fought the 2 wolves? And he's like, Dad, those were foxes. I know, I'm pretty sure that they were wolves, kids, and Like, why don't I tell you? And we've heard that story. Like, Ardvin, tell us about the worst monster you fought. And he's like,
I don't know. We might have something a little scarier than a couple of wolves.
yeah.
He
and,
thought
like,
a dragon runs away.
they immediately, yeah, right at the window. We fought a dragon, runs away, and they're like, all of the kids turn to all of you and Arden. Like, if they can't get it out of,
That is a complete fib. We did not fight a dragon.
Runs back. He's lying.
We saved a dragon.
But we saved it by fighting it, technically.
Oh, we fought the thing that was in the dragon.
Okay,
Nasty
so first and
little
foremost,
parasite.
they're both liars. From the window, you see what would have really happened is that the dragon was actually an undead zombie that was put there by the Demon King.
all the kids, and like your mom is like kind of like looking a little flush hearing that. Like she's really nervous for her son. Your dad gets up and is like kind of like rests his hand a little bit on Arnvid before he moves on to his son. It's like he's just resting an arm on you, kind of like trying to like, everything's gonna be. But then the Demon King is mentioned. He looks down at you and like eyes connect, and like he's trying to gel whatever information he can from his son just from a look about whether or not any of this is true.
I'm just laughing off the story right now. Oh, he's exaggerating just a little bit.
Runs away.
It was a difficult fight for a very important cause.
Wait, comes back. Tell him about his elfish girlfriend. Runs away again.
Not my girlfriend.
Is
I
your foot
know.
tapping?
No, it is not. Because he
Damn.
does not consider her his girlfriend.
Your mother pulls a chair out right next to you and sits down and like is like so curious, like she's like very excited, like tapping her hands together. And your son, your dad kind of like takes his glasses off and like I remember when I first met your mother, and like it's like like they're both having different conversation with you simultaneously.
I'll be
What-
up to the side entertaining the kids with the dragon fight.
Yeah.
Manja being an absolute terror in this village.
Yep.
Because, DM, I would like to make a roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
A roll of mischief, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay.
So, you see, now, in the time that he has been here, Arden's mom has told him a great deal of gossip about the local town.
Yeah.
So, he's going around spreading gossip now.
God.
He's like, if I'm leaving, I'm going to leave this town in such a tizzy that they're going to have excitement for at least a week.
Roll me.
So Manja is being that wine ant who knows everyone's business and just drops bombs casually.
Roll me an insight willpower as you were just kind of like milling about into like it's not really like a shopping center, like they don't even really have a town square, but it's like the like kind of middle of the town area where they walk by to like.
He's just casually walking around town. He'll see someone like, so did you hear?
Gosh, and it's working. It is kind of beginning the seeds of like fomenting like rumors throughout this town. You're like just
Yeah,
you're pretending to shop at like the bird folks like kind of like set up stall, and like, did you hear that this is going on between this couple within town? And I heard.
Yeah. Yep. But now that we bring up the bird people, thank you for reminding me. I need that fruit. I need to steal that fruit. Now, one of those things matters more than the other.
Yeah. The stealing,
How'd you know?
of course.
Like, I don't know what made you give you the idea. Hold on, I need something to help me. There we go. That's gonna help with the idea. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
You do remember that these provide actual changes to your personality slightly when
do
you
you
equip
see me
habitual
stealing
thieves, right?
fruit? Now, better question. Am I repentant about this? The answer is actually no. So do I add the modifier manually, or is the modifier already put in automatically when I roll?
You have to add the modifier manually.
Okay. I love it.
Reroll to 1, see if you can get a crit.
You know what, DM?
Go ahead.
That's a fabulous point, though. You know what? Fuck it, we ball.
Very well. Very well done. You have at least 2 of these star fruits. They did not have many. They had 10 in the bag.
It's like, while they're distracted by all the gossiping, it's just like, and I'm going to liberate this, and I'm going to liberate that, and thank you. This is my gossip tax. Goodbye. I want to say he did all this gossiping just to distract the birds long enough so he could steal the fruit. That's all this was. His elaborate plan was to steal fruit.
You fiend.
I know.
How long was this in the works?
Like, since I saw the fruit, it's like, I must have this. Now, will I be punished for this later? Possibly. Will it be funny? Probably.
Is it worth it? Absolutely.
Definitely.
So
Like,
you have gone.
Several other leads.
You have gone up a degree in your title, and your title will increase to a +4.
whoa.
Damn.
Like, I am just, like, skill grinding in Skyrim.
But you have a message immediately shot into you by none other than the system admin.
Fuck. Points at the sky. You can't prove it.
Oh hey, Manja, what you doing?
I'm using myself.
No, it's not my job to exactly tell you what you are and are not allowed to do, and I definitely am not going to be able to prevent you from doing anything. It's not my job to police you, technically, Manja, but like, can I have a chat with you? We did mention that like these titles can be a little dangerous, right? And like not to like go out to looking for them.
To be fair, this wasn't looked for so much as just, hey, this seems like a fun time for me. And besides, what's the worst that could happen? He invokes it.
Yeah, and you receive the new title, and your new title, Manja, as you went from thief to habitual thief, and it is now compulsive thief.
Ah, there it is. That's what I was waiting for. So, what you're saying is, DM, if it's not nailed down...
It's beginning to get worse, yeah.
Oh, no. See,
Wasn't this basically what you lived through already? Now it's just being acknowledged by the system?
Hold on. It's about to get funnier.
Oh no! See, the next title, the next level of the title, it goes compulsive thief to just Kinder. If you guys get the reference.
Kinder?
You're not wrong. You're not off the mark.
I don't get the reference. I'm so sorry.
Original Dragonlance. The Kryn's versions of halflings are a race known as Kinder. They are literally a race of kleptomaniacs to the point of they don't even realize they are stealing. It is always, oh, you dropped this. Oh, this just fell into my pouch. Oh.
Like, here's the thing. Like, I remember in the Dragonlance songs, they visited Kinder Village, and everyone had everyone's like chests and whatnot had like 30 or so locks on it.
Well, no, it's not. It's not from the official second edition. The official second edition rulebook. It says in there, a Kinder family heirloom is anything that has stayed in the house more than 30 days.
Anyway, so so DM, you're gonna either groan or giggle at me. So anyway, I'm upgrading my dex.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's like, nope, hey, what's my weakest stat? It's willpower. So, in fact, DM, as a trade, I will drop my willpower to a D6. With this title on.
Okay.
Because it's like, oh, it's compulsive? Cool.
As if it were one die size higher. Yeah.
Like, my willpower was a D8. I upgraded at level 20. Now it's back down to a D6. So, Manja just stops and he looks around. It's like, oh.
Yeah, Manja, there's like a weird like twinkle in your eye. There's a moment where you look out at the town, and you're not proud of this, but there is a moment where you realize these are incredibly trusting folk, and their bags are just so open, and there are things in these bags, and I could get them elsewhere, but there's at least nice recipe, like parts and pieces for recipes.
So, remember when I was like talking to Maribel when we discovered she had a bit of a kleptomanic phase?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it doesn't take much, DM, to push for Manja just to go, and dibs.
Yeah. Roll me
Recipe books, cooking knives, pots that have been in the family for decades.
This is going to be This is going to be an 11. You need to pass.
Okay. I'm not making it. And I already burned my
fabula
fail
point. And get a fabula point.
You can choose.
You're right. You know what, DM? I choose to fail this on purpose. It's like there's no resistance. It's like no, we ball.
Yeah. I need you to make me 3 dexterity checks.
All right.
As you, in the darkness of the night, the night like gets worse and worse. Okay, that first check is good. I just need to, yeah, they're all a 13. There's all DC 13, and your mod is a +4 now.
Okay. Okay, then that would have been a 17. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So
17, a 25, and a 17. What is going on?
there's a moment.
It's called a spree, sir.
There's a moment
And
where
here's
like
the
you grab several recipes from different like people like in town and just shopping, like doing like a little bit of like a vegetable trade or like different artisanal goods that they, like the town, like people within the town trade back and forth, like they're like lovely little like jars with like beautiful like checker pattern like cloths over like beautiful like mason jar kind of situation, like these jars go back and forth between the whole fit like town. There's a moment where you grab a bunch of canned different things, and you grab like fresh fruits for cooking, and then there's a moment where you grab someone's entire barrel of pickles from behind their house, and then there's a moment where you have someone's cart, someone's whole farming cart, and you find a place to stash it in the greens.
All I'm saying is,
yeah, like a lot of stuff is hideable within, but it's only if it could fit in your palm. Like a lot of the fruits, it started out very easy. This thievery like escapade for the next 2 hours, as like well into the night. About now about like 9:30. This thievery escapade started out simple. There was a moment you had a barrel over your shoulder, and then you saw a cart, and you were parking a whole farming cart just behind. Well, where are you parking this cart, Manjo?
I think it's like I have this barrel and I have all the stuff. I need to put my stuff somewhere. This is now my stuff. I found it. No one else knows I have it, so it's mine now.
Yeah.
I need to put my stuff on this cart. This is now my cart. No one else wanted this cart. It's mine now. So, and really, honestly, there's nowhere he can really put it secretly. So what he does is that he just parks it by Arden's parents' house, but he just pulls out a bunch of tarps from his inventory, and I'll burn an inventory part for this point, and he just throws it over the over it.
As a quick note for DC results, a 16 plus is a result worthy of being remembered in history.
Yeah, the 25 plus.
Like,
there's a moment where like you are actually just walking this cart by, and somehow, because you've gained so much knowledge of the town's inner workings, you've convinced everybody you're supposed to have this cart. Like, this cart is going somewhere for someone, and that they're going to have the cart. and it's going
Like,
to be
here-
their problem. Like,
It's
like
that purposeful walk that you have when you're at work. It's like, I'm on the trek to somewhere. Do not interrupt me.
yeah, like hey,
Manja is the guy carrying the ladder into the movie theater.
isn't that Balek's cart? And you're like, yeah, it is Balek's cart. And can you believe it? He traded it to drones to drones like farm. And did you know Drone wants me to get it there pretty soon? But he's also he's planning on using it for a few things. And if it anything happens with it, you should probably check at the other farm because he's helping out a buddy of his. And like so many people in town's name because you've just been gossiping all day and doing a bunch of this stuff. That like the rumor is like anywhere between like that like the original owner Balek like sold this cart towards that either you're just working for Balek and like Balek is loaning it to a friend and one friend's loaning it to another friend. No one really knows where this cart's supposed to be. And in the morning when no one can find it, it's going to be an issue. But Balek also hasn't been informed because much like gossip, it never gets to the original person. Make me a insight dex check as you try and hide this under tarps. It's gonna be a difficulty. It's gonna be a difficulty 16.
Okay. Let's see. Insight Dex. Taking away the modifier because we don't use that, and yeah. Yep, I'm failing that. I'm not.
You just throw a bunch of tarps onto your cart that you have behind.
No,
like,
here's the thing. I can make this better, DM.
Yeah.
Like there are tarps on top of it, but then he gets on top of it and he sits on it like a throne. There's like there's a silly hat on his head, and he's like, "Here I am, the king of thieves."
Yeah. Are you passing out? Are you passing out on top of your pile of trash that you've stolen?
He is passing out. He being the little trash dragon that he is. He is absolutely falling asleep on his hoard.
We'll address that tomorrow morning. What is Ardenvid and Arden doing?
I have a question. Am I able to take off the title because I fell asleep or no?
Roll me a willpower check before you go to sleep. See if you can do it.
Doom.
It's a difficulty 11.
Oh, no.
Damn. You did make sure to buff up one of your other dice permanently for trading off willpower, right?
We can do this. Like, my good boy would not like me to do this.
Yeah. Saru kind of like Saru, like Saru just kind of like pee, and like he's like, it almost feels like your pet is like lecturing you, but you take it as like, I should probably change my title, right? You're correct conspiratorially. That's not what your holy slime is lecturing you on what you shouldn't be doing, and you're like, you're right, helpful slime buddy. I should hide my title. And you change to Mischief Maker. While that's happening, Arden, you're fielding like 1,000 questions, not the least of which your very concerned mother. Like, so when you say that you fought this terrible monster, and like you never quite get to the like, no one ever like lands on the word demon, but you did mention that this was related to the Demon King. She's like, honey, are you totally like, she's like checking over you like she's checking for mites or like fleas or anything. Like, are you completely okay? Like, you don't you should have told me if you needed any bandages. Or she's brought out like her medicine box, like that's gonna help.
I'm fine, Mom. There's healing you can get out there that helps. And, a good night's sleep always does well too. You taught me that.
Well, yeah, like here, let me make you a cup of tea. And like she goes over and like she's like hurriedly kind of worried, like you should have told us that you were going through all this, Arden. Like you don't tell us anything. And like the kids are like all like clamoring, like, what was it like when you fought the monster? Like they're all like dead. They have to know. Like they've clasped you by the face.
Well, first off, we were traveling out of Vork going up a mountain. We're set upon by werewolves and undead.
If the kids had any other plans today, they have completely abandoned them. Like 10 of them are just sitting in a circle in the den around essentially a man who's dwarfing this couch, like sitting on it, and he like explains to them what all you were up to. Arden's dad goes and begins like while everyone else is distracted, he goes and like pulls out his smoker and like he's gonna make me a insight check, but his insight's like his lowest stat, so he's looking at an 11 that our little boy has set the difficulty to, our monkey boy.
Is he a
Two
Fury?
threes.
Does that crit?
2 3s. He does not crit, unfortunately. Because isn't a crit anything above a 6?
It is 6 and up.
Yeah.
With Fury, you can get it doubles with weapon checks.
Yeah, with all
Yeah,
with
but
only
he's
certain
not a
weapons.
fury.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's not a fury.
And I don't think a smoker counts as a weapon.
Yeah. He's pulling
You're
out.
not
the
using
smoke.
it correctly then.
Are you telling me you haven't smoked out a beehive?
He's essentially pulled out like a
Chemical
big
warfare.
beehive looking smoker, like it almost looks like it is like a rock beehive or some like crazy like Avatar 2 kind of animal creature that he's like pulling out he's like gotten rid of the bees and like is like smoking out of this like thing. And he stops and looks at like this pile of like tarps that are out there, and he's like, I don't remember leaving a bunch of my tools out. It's too late to worry about it now though. And like he just kind of like no one will bother with that. And like he continues off to the other side of the house and like sets out some chairs for like maybe talking to and he like makes sure to like funnel the smoke. He grabs like a series of like he like reeds and stuff and like hollowed out tubes and like hollowed plants, and essentially it's like funneling the smoke to somewhere where it makes sense. And the only person who's smelling the smoke, it's high up, is like the mayor is just like middle of the night like, why do I smell steaks? Honey, are we
Why am I
cooking?
hungry?
Why are we cooking? Are we cooking steak? She's like, you just had dinner, hon. Why am I hungry then? Like, and you're like, hey, honey, is smelling steak in the middle of the night like for no reason? We can check with the shaman tomorrow. And like, okay, I just didn't know if this is like a medical thing. He's like, he stares at the window and like sees like a little bit of smoke coming up, and he's like, what? Like, it takes him a minute, and he looks down and he sees like the top, like just underneath his house, right about here, of like a series of like wooden tubes. And he just sees like smoke coming up to the bottom of his house and like, what? I'll deal with this in the morning. He goes back inside. And Arden's dad is currently smoking some meats. My favorite line from Zuckerberg. What do you tell these kids to wrap up your clever message escapades? What all in your what are you leaving out, and what are you telling them of your adventure in Vorken?
I'm changing the demon out for a parasite, but other than that, I am embellishing the hell out of every combat. Making sure to uplift the whole party for being badass.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Arnvid, don't forget you're leaving out your girlfriend and the awesome ritual that we had to put her through.
Oh, and like the all the kids are like oh, and like they want to know about the pretty priest.
She's been included in this story the whole time.
Yeah,
But
but
we're
I
not in a
specifically mark her
relationship.
as the girlfriend now.
And like the one of the young girls is like,
I
did-
will get you back
did
to
she have a
that.
princess crown? Did she have a princess dress? We have to know.
No, I told you before. This is the priestess.
Yeah, but was she like a princess priest from like a
Crazy
far
kid
off
with
human
short-term
kingdom?
memory. No, just from a little sleepy town next to a religious nutcase place. So glad she wasn't raised there.
And like
Would have come out all wonky.
the child is clearly like a small little rabbit girl who's obsessed with princesses, and like this is the disappointing part of the story. She's no longer invested, but like everyone else is like listening, and like clearly like everything else is believable except the fact that their brother was like amazing and like helped destroy monsters. Roll me
Okay,
a.
if that's the case, then
Yeah.
I'm going to give Arden the final blow against the parasite before
Yeah.
Mirabelle exercised it.
Yeah, roll me a willpower check.
Could I shift it to might willpower since I'm embellishing heavily
Yeah. You
as
roll
I'm striking at the kids to show what we did?
yeah. Roll me a might willpower
Gently
check.
striking at them.
It's like a 14.
Okay.
Embellishment is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
That's a motherfucking
Oh!
fact.
For some reason, you actually managed to convince all of these younger siblings, even a mother who's like very nervous and like fanning herself with like a little like very cute like it's covered with like different farm like plants and like little like pigs and stuff. Like it's like just a little like cute almost like Animal Crossing fan, and she's like very nervous and like looks like she's having trouble breathing, like she's living through this story. But like she like y'all like there's a moment where like you mentioned like Arden was having visions sent to him by the Demon King and like different things like that, but he overcame them and
No.
destroyed the parasite.
Visions of a Dark Lord, not Demon King.
Oh, the Demon King's already been mentioned, man. We're not rolling that back.
Damn. Oh well. I tried to save you from the parental care, but oh
Yeah.
well.
What
And for the crit,
what opportunity are you picking for your crit?
is it possible to do progress and restore stability to my memory?
Yeah. It's currently on a threefold clock, and it's already got another segment. So you're at like 3 segments. You're at 2 segments out of 3. So let me go and do that.
I'd like to fill it back up to maximum, please.
Oh, okay.
No.
Cool.
Supper.
Yeah. Okay. There's a moment where like in the middle of the story you pause and you look into one of the windows, and like for a brief moment you are seeing 3 things in like 3 panels of the in like of the 4 paneled like little like normal like cozy house window. You are seeing in 3 of the panels, one is like a blank like nobody, but like it's clearly a human. One is yourself in the top right, like back on Earth, like who you were back on Earth. And in the bottom left is like you hear Arnvid, but it's like who you think that Arnvid originally would have been, like who you think the soul that you think you pushed out. And they're like talking to you, and like one of them is like, why couldn't you have done this back on Earth? Why couldn't I have been something back here? And the other one is like, why did you have to take all my chances from me? And the bottom right one says nothing, but it's like, who even are we, really? And there's a brief moment where you see a third or a fourth set of eyes, red and black, red and the form is black as night, but the eyes are piercing red. And you just hear like a horrible voice. Do you think it's fair to steal lives, Arnvid? Do you think it's fair to take chances from people? And you think that this is another demon's voice. And you don't know if like you're hallucinating, you're not sure what's going on. For a moment you think that this is Greenbow's voice, and you're seeing Greenbow from the depths of like Maban or something, and you shake your head and it passes away. As temporary as it happened, it is now gone.
Ugh. I just remembered the aftermath of that fight. The cheering crowds as we walk off into the sunset. Ugh. So many people wanted to overfeed us, have us stay there forever, but no, we had to continue on to save more villages.
On to the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You look over to the clock just above the mantle, and the clock has a little bit of glass in it as well, and you see a hood, and you get a pale, heavy sweat. I need you to make me a willpower check to see if you can beat an 18.
Oh. Is this death?
Yeah. You see a hood with a crown above the hood, and a long scalpel, like a long scalpel-like sharpness,
I would
curving
like to
scythe.
re-roll this.
Yeah.
Using Doom Driven. I see death, I acknowledge he's there, but I know this is not my time. Not tonight.
It's not tragic.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Nope, still failure.
You try and steel yourself, and he looks at you and he says, "Tell the children all the stories you want. In the end, you can roll back their time, but everyone dies." Arnvid.
What a downer.
But you have saved a lot. But usually that comes at a cost. Even Blackroot made a deal with me. How many people will you save? And what cost will it be on you at the end? I did tell you it would be tragic, didn't I, Arnvid? You keep telling the kids it's going to be a heroic ending. And it looks like genuinely you see two pale balefire eyes looking at you, and you can tell that they're concerned, and it looks at you, and it genuinely turns its full force of the face, and the crown ignites with gold and blue light. Heroes have heroic ends, Arnvid. You are going to have a tragic ending, and you have no idea what that means yet. Have you ever
Actual death.
asked Juniper what the Second Life program is meant for? Or are you intent on wasting what little time you have left? And he turns his back and like walks off from the clock. And you like your heart is like beating 1,000 miles a minute while the kids are like laughing and dancing around you, holding your hand. And you're just you're stopped looking at this clock that is just every time the second clock passes, your heartbeat, like you feel like a little jumpy.
I will do my best to slap on a smile and play with the kids a bit more, but then excuse myself for the bathroom, and I'll just equip armor and fly up to the treetop.
yeah. Make me see if you can an insight check. It just needs to be at 12 if you can see.
That requires a crit from me, you know. I have a D6.
Yeah, I know. I just want to see if
Like,
you
here's the
see.
thing,
I
it's
want to see if
not
you see
hard,
Manja on his throne of stolen trash.
No, DM, please make it a 7.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 7. I'll make it a 7. Yeah.
Perfect.
You go flying up, and for a moment you see Tarp, and then you see like essentially bags that are rolled open, and like things that have rolled out of the bags, and like just like a very huge smile on Manja's face, and him like he's made a makeshift with the pickle barrel as his like back of his throne. He is just sitting in essentially a makeshift throne of stolen goods and a cart that
Like-
he has clearly taken.
I just see him in stuff. He's not my concern. I go straight up, blasting past the chief's house.
Yeah. Are you,
Glowing blue.
are you going up here?
No, I'm going to the canopy.
You fly, like there's a moment where you fly past it, and you swear for just a half second you see Death himself looking at you. Like, and there's a moment where like genuinely your heart stops as you crest over this rock, and within this gate you swear for a brief second you see Death, and you look back, like you shake your head and look down, and there's nothing there. And
That's not my goal. I hope I head to the canopy full speed, just try and relax, see the stars.
Yeah, and you break
Breathe.
the canopy, and
Breathe.
again, like you are calm because you remember he told you you would have a tragic ending, and this isn't this. You're just in a calm village, and like you know you can't die here at least. Though what tragic means is like changing its nature for you, based on what he just said. Arden, you go out to go check on your friend, and you see your dad like sitting around like a very clearly disguised smoker, like sipping on like a couple of chilled glasses of like alcoholic carrot juice. And oh, hey Arden.
Hey, you seen Arvid?
He was supposed to come out here and we were gonna have a little chat. He seems like he's been, you guys have dealt with a lot. You aren't gonna tell your mother, are you? And like, you could clearly smell like the cooking. Like, you could see what is clearly your dad's old smoker, and he's probably smoking a lot of red meats, which he's not supposed to be having.
I don't say anything. You know how to handle a smoker. You can buy my silence easily. And I just grin at him.
He opens the smoker for a little bit and brings out like a nice plate. He's like, he gives a big smile. I knew we were close, son. And like he sets out like a big steak that he's been cooking and some sausage.
Yep. I start digging into it.
Yeah. And he pours you into one of his like several chilled glasses that he has in like a bucket of ice. Essentially like a some carrot alcohol. He's like, so all that stuff you were talking about earlier tonight, you weren't kidding, huh?
Well, if you pardon the paraphrase, it's been an adventure.
Yeah. You know what? Your mom's gonna keep freaking out and she's gonna be talking my ear off for the whole time you're here, trying to get me to keep you to stay. But, son, there comes a moment, and I know it doesn't sound like much coming from your dad and lives in a village like this, and I know you've already seen way more than me at your age, but there comes a moment in every man's life where he makes his own way, and I am not going to stop you from doing that. And I am already proud of you. I told you I was proud of you when you left. And I know you've already done amazing things, and if you laid your hat up now, we'd talk stories and we'd shoot the breeze, and I'd be proud of you till the sun came home, but I, for some reason, know you're going to do a lot more. But, son, they used to tell stories back when all this stuff was starting up. I was pretty young when the monsters came back. About, I'm old, but, even I was a boy back then. I was maybe 3. My dad used to talk about all the people who never came back from when they first went to go deal with all that. And, he didn't talk a lot about it, but I think that was kind of because he didn't know who or how to talk about it, and I think your friend's going through something, son.
Yeah.
And I just want you to promise that you'll come back, and that you'll try to come back as much you, and as much you as changed by all the good things in the world, and not all the bad.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Dad. I really feel like that's what this is doing. Remember that the dark magic that happened to that bully? That was just me lashing out, and it could have gotten a lot worse. But I'm learning that it doesn't have to be. I'm learning that it can be constructive, that I turn that negativeness into something that helps people, as crazy as it sounds.
No, it doesn't sound crazy at all. I wish someone had been like that there. I wish he had been around, son, when my dad was around, and maybe he would have not been as angry and sad in ways that he just didn't know how to deal with. If that's how you want to help people, I'm all for it, son. And if you want to help people with those knives, or you want to help people with talking, or you want to come back home, or you want to keep adventuring, and you want to see the other side of the planet where there's nothing but ocean, I'm there for it. It's just, whatever you do, if you do come back, tell us what you're doing, and come back. Son, all I want for you, and he gets up and he says, "Well, follow me," and he walks over to the sign where like there's a good like quiet moment, like where he clearly like pauses this conversation. He like asks you to grab your plate, grab your drink, and he like gets to the just the outskirts of town, and he points up and looks at the stars. Son, at the end of the day, all a dad wants, all a mother wants, beyond the fretting and everything, you know, you want them to be safe, but safe ain't what, it's a human phrase, safe ain't what ships are built for. They're not built for staying in harbor. Bunnies are built for digging, and wolves are built for hunting, and, you know, all other kind of things, and, you know, they say that the beast folk spirit lives on, and there's all kinds of beasts that live in you, son, and you call up whatever you need in its time, and all you want is your child to live life as deeply as they can without going sour. Promise me, when you look at people and when you look at the stars, you remember that there are other people looking up at them, and you share them with other people, son. And if you promise me that, I think you'll figure out the rest.
Yeah. That's part of what I'm learning out there, Dad. I'm learning that I can't be afraid to be me. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Which might not make that much sense to him, because I was all growing up, especially about, you know, once I hit, you know, 12ish or so, I was radical for a rabbit. I was constantly doing stuff that rabbits normally don't do.
Yeah. You don't have to be anything specific for a parent to love you, except just... can I let you in a secret about being a parent, son? All right,
Sure.
here's a hard line, but you will be surprised by it. Not every parent loves every kid. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you love your kid and you would do anything for them. And some mothers, you know, you hear the gossip that goes around town. Some mothers love really bad kids. What I mean is, there's a place you can go where it's taxing on the parent. And you worry as a parent, you'll do something, or the kid will do something that you can't pull them back from. If you're going to be fighting with that dark magic of yours, or whatever you're doing, or what, I don't know much about it, son, but if you're going to be fighting with monsters, you're going to see some things, son, and you got to work through them. You got to let them out. You're going to see things that... My dad never understood this, but I think he saw things he was miserable seeing, and he never came to terms with. He shouldn't have been happy with it, son. He tried to pretend to be happy for all of us, but you're going to see things that no one should see, facing all the darkness in the world, and no one should see that. And it's okay to be messed up, and to let it out, to vent it somehow. Otherwise, it's just gonna sour you. But all I'm ever worried for you, son, is you run into something and you come back. Every child changes, and it's still you at the end, but there's some kind of changes you can't come back from, and that's what I worry, son. I can hardly protect you from anything more than the wolves that come around town, but... And it was a wolf, by the way. It was 2 wolves. It wasn't a fox, what the kids say. But... there are other kinds of strength, son. Letting things out. Processing things. Those are just as valid. And there are angry people in the world who will tell you it doesn't matter, but it does. I think you've had your meal. Here's another plate. And like, you've walked back to the cooker and he's like, and here's a drink. And here's another one for you. You go up, carry this to your friend, and you figure out how to help your friend.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to need each other.
I was just worried about him. Quick thing, question for DM.
Yeah.
That song recording I have, there's not a way for me to play it out loud, is there?
Not immediately. No, not yet that you know of.
Right. So
We have not proceeded far enough down the tech tree.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
You
something
could send it to someone else in the
better.
chat
I have
message.
a song from Key herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know because I've shared it with Arnvid.
Yeah.
Manja doesn't know I have it.
And you're
Why share the good things with him?
yeah.
Because you're gonna give me hell about being my girlfriend. I only gave it to Arnvid to be some extra strength when he was fighting the vampire stuff.
And the fact that you haven't shared with me only goes to show how much you love him more than me.
There's a moment where like everything's calm and like there's a very serene, like serious, still moment with your father. And then it kind of breaks, and he's like, "Hey, by the way, do you remember us leaving a bunch of tarps and tools out on the other side of the house?"
Teehee.
I don't remember anything there. No, we put everything back when we were done.
Yeah, I thought so too. Maybe someone else has just left their stuff, like they didn't want to carry everything back. You know, I won't worry about it till the morning.
I don't know. So
You get to climb
TP
it. It's going to take you a long time. I don't know your
Really?
friend. I don't know your friend knows how to fly, but that's crazy.
Yeah. Yep, he does. It's crazy Vulcan stuff.
What?
Vulcan.
Okay. Those Vulcan,
Vulcan. Yeah.
those people. I didn't know they had like magic rune powers to fly. But yeah, that's cool. But yeah, you help your buddy out. I'm gonna go clean up he's like, oh, I'm gonna clean up the smoker, and he opens and there's like still another steak and another sausage in there for himself.
When he's distracted, I put the meals in my inventory,
Yeah.
so I can have my hands free when I go bouncing up the tree.
Yeah. Your dad is, got a belly for a reason. It's not just because he's an older man.
Yep.
And you begin the process of climbing.
But does he see Manja sleeping with his pile of loot?
Yeah. Roll me an insight. This one's again a 7.
Seven.
Ha ha ha.
Nice. You clearly see Manja sleeping on top just a pile of goods he has, and with your bunny nose you can tell he's also sleeping next to a barrel of pickles, and you're like, what?
I'll deal with that in the morning.
You also being connected, you were capable of, if you want to, I will let you look into the menu system, and you can see that his title has changed. And you can see a title he's never had before. His thief title that he occasionally uses has changed, and it is compulsive. No, you actually can't see that because he changed his title before he went to bed. You just see,
exactly.
Yeah, so never mind. Yeah, you don't see this thing.
Because you know what I would be so tempted to do if I could see the original one, for his old title. I would actually spend a QA token for that, for it too. Change the name of that title to make it compulsive with a K.
Yeah. Make me a dex strength check. This is just you're climbing up these huge deep woods trees to the canopy. It's like
If you message me, I'll stop by and bring you up.
Yeah, it's a 14.
And noteworthy hero fit that because doing heroic.
You're currently going out of your way to help your friend. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Seriously?
Oh, you didn't add your mod. So how much?
Yep, you're right. I didn't.
How much is that?
So that would have been. It's still failure with +2. So
yeah. So
I will.
You can push with a bond.
I'm gonna do. There we go.
Yeah. And you manage to climb up, really desperate to go chat with your friend, and Arnvid is looking out across the sea of stars that is and this like it looks like a field of grass, but like misplacing a footstep up here is kind of dangerous. And you find a couple of branches where you can sit next to your buddy, and you're just looking what looks like across a massive like field of grass, like almost closer to the sky than a normal field would be.
Jeez, how did you? This is like a mile up.
I've been up here before. Here. And I pull out a fresh steak and the sausage and then alcoholic juice. And then I pull up my plate and half eaten.
Ah, yes, Arden to Arvid. I whip out my meat.
Yikes. Don't do that. Don't do
Technically, I
that.
whip out his meat, but I won't go there.
Hey, yo, that's even better.
What is going on?
As my other team would say, well, okay, we'll stop the recording there and start again.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
stop,
unfortunately
people. Go
cannot
back
stop
over
the
the
recording. Can anyone make a YouTube poop at this moment? We're
I'll
spaghetti.
graciously accept some food and alcohol.
Yeah. You are just watching the breeze cross, like crest and wave and waft over this, like moving the leaves of this giant, what looks like a field of darker green grass. And you're just looking across this landscape, appearance. But like the words that Death spoke are lingering in your ears, Arnvid.
Not thinking on that. Suppress, contain, lock it in the box, throw it to the sea.
Yeah.
You okay,
Damn,
dude?
this is good stuff. Did you make
Oh,
this?
No, that's my dad.
Shit. He invited me to drinks earlier today during the field work. Forgot about that.
It's fine. It's fine. You want to know the funny thing about the whole smoking thing? Ever since he was told he couldn't eat red meat, he got so better with smoking. Don't know why.
I mean, meat is meat.
Yeah, but I mean, before it was like he did pretty good on the grill sort of thing and stuff. But as soon as he was told you need to cut out the red meat, he went and got that stone beehive, cleaned it all out, and then just the smoking. Oh my god!
It's taken a new level. He uses like these compressed leaf wood pellets. You don't understand.
We should have Manja introduce him to some dry rubs.
Dry rubs are in fact superior to wet rub. I'll die on that hill.
Don't get him started. That you'll get a whole new argument going.
Distracting him for a moment, making him like laugh. Like, make me an insight check, Arnvid or Arden, on your friend,
Sure.
as like you watch as he remembers a thing that like drains his face again.
Open check or a tribute check?
Make me an open check just to see as good as you can roll. Yeah. You're kind of studying your friend right now.
Insight.
And you're beginning the first rolls of a Blackroot Shaman. Yeah, it's not. Let me check the core rulebook for the research. Let me see what it says about this. Study roll. Says on page 74.
Page 49 has the results if you were looking for that.
Yeah, but page 74 has the basic, complete, detailed, and encyclopedic. You said page 49?
Basic info, subtle hint, for 74.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You take a look and you have an idea that like there's something that he is not telling you, but not much more than that. Like you have an idea that he saw something back in the living room or he remembered something. Like he just kind of froze telling the story, and like you don't know if it was like the actuality of like the combat, or you remember your buddy like he says that he died in Saw death, like. But like, there's a lot of other pieces you remember, and that part doesn't stick out to you immediately. It could be like having fought Belnarthog, it could be having fought like Greenbow, it could be like mentioning the Demon King and all of that. Like, you don't really land on what exactly it was, but it was remembering everything y'all have been through. That y'all have fought some serious threats. That kind of recalling that troubled Arnvid, and he came up here.
And honestly, I don't know if Arnvid would catch this, because I don't think Arden wouldn't think about it right now. He just sits there, he eats, he drinks, but one ear is turned directly to him. It's kind of just a bunny thing that's like, it's that silent, if you want to talk, I'm listening, without saying it out loud, you know?
I do not clock that whatsoever. Call it a culture difference.
Yeah.
That's fine, especially since I rolled so low, it makes sense, and it's fun to have cultural differences. But even still, it's even if he doesn't talk, it's the whole point of I am here with him, and that's what's important.
Arnvid, there is a moment where you notice, and you said that you spent you increased the clock, right? With your
I increased the stability. I'm not sure if that is going up or down with the clock.
Yeah, you increased the stability, and you hear system integrity restored, memory at 100%, and you're just kind of like, huh, that's interesting, and you get a call, hey guys, and like you can tell who this is. Hey, I told you when we looked into it, I told you we figured everything out. It looks like everything's cleared away with that with your title, with your we've managed to fix and nitpick like there were. Long story short, no worries. We told you not to worry, and see, you didn't have to worry. Everything's okay. Nothing's wrong, and you can now. All the players can now use it. Thank you, Arnvid. You were able to actually, because we were able to look through your and like we have a clean version of your data, because we always keep logs of every body in the Second Life programs data. We had a clean version of your data to compare everything to, and we were able to cleanly nip this in the bud. The title you have should be functioning just fine now. And the entire title.
What are its effects?
The title chain will no longer have the strange effect of causing you to forget anything. There is still a small side effect from the title chain. Going higher up in the title chain, people will be uncertain of who you are. They'll kind of fill in the gap. We can't fix that part. They'll be guessing who you are, and the higher it goes, the stronger that influence is on them. But for you, you should be fine.
So it's more of a stealth-based thing. If you play a homeless person, they'll more readily.
Yeah. That would be a great use case. Yeah. Now, a reminder: don't go out of your way to
definitely better.
Some of these titles are still bugged. Has anyone talked to Manja?
No, I saw him out front earlier.
He unlocked a new title today, and I'm gonna have to have a chat with him in the morning.
No, don't you dare reveal my secrets, you monster.
I don't know if he's used it yet. I still have I've been in like a long conversation all day with the team that works on IT and like the tech team and everything, and like get it, the bug we've been really looking after you, Arnvid, so I'm glad you didn't have to worry. Everything's good, right? Like nothing crazy happened today?
Is Juniper talking just to him or to all of us?
Juniper's talking to you and him.
Okay.
Lying through his teeth, Arnvid said, "Today was fine."
Dum 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 dum.
Yeah. Is your chest like beating like crazy when you say that?
Oh, my leg. The truth thing.
Oh, okay. I saw. It's probably nothing. You really didn't see anything today, Arnvid?
No, today was fine. Did some hard labor, got some good food.
See,
Couldn't ask for much more.
I'm glad you guys decided to take a little break here. It's great. If you ever need questions about me or like I've said, like you guys can always call me, request me for anything. You can ask anything you want to ask me. I've always said, Arnvid, as always, I am your QE liaison for the Second Life program, and I'm glad to be it. Glad everything's okay.
I do have a question.
Yeah, of course.
Since you're recording all this log information, what level of data security do you have on the personal identifying information?
Oh, yeah. Like I hear that that's a thing on Earth with a bunch of like thieves and questionable people on Earth. No, you don't gotta worry. There's no one's gonna come. We don't really. Everything stays in house, and any if there are any other companies, they are also owned by the dev. So, in regards to security, we make sure everything is safe. I could call up one of the tech guys real quick.
I just want to know because we know for a fact there's entities outside of the Second Life program. And entities that probably would enjoy finding out information and using it against people.
And also, titles inside the program are able to corrupt people, so if that could reach into baseline data, that would be a little bad.
What do you mean corrupt people, Arnvid? You said nothing happened today, right?
Do you have amnesia as well?
The whole
the
original
title chain
thing
that we just fixed.
Well, yeah. You said nothing happened though, right?
Yeah,
It
nothing
did in the
happened,
beginning.
but
It's the whole reason why they
if
called.
I didn't remember I had a QA token, something might have before might have gone too far.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me be real with you guys, and he kind of drops into a lower register. I have an idea of what you're talking about. You're worried about, and you hear him type something on his keyboard very quickly. He's talking and then typing and talking and typing, talking and typing. He's kind of vamping for time, and then he hits a button and you can hear something shut off in a whine, and the quality of his mic changes. He's you're probably talking about the demons, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and be real with you guys. There's nothing you need to worry about on that front. I've got you.
All right.
Nice to have a guardian angel.
Yeah, right.
Unless those are a completely different class of people.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I know you guys have no metaphors, for what we are. You don't. I am not gonna let a demon anywhere near this building, much less near you guys. The Second Life program is here for y'all, and do the best that you can with it. And I do.
Random question. So it makes me think about it.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to kind of give us I don't know, quarterly review on how well we're doing?
I'm not. I did turn off the logging. I guess I'm not technically supposed to, guys, but we're not even supposed to really let you entirely know what the whole program is for. That actually ruins your chances.
Like with the crown store, if we go out aiming to do something,
but
defeats the whole purpose.
it's a way worse thing. If it almost entirely makes the goal impossible. I can tell you so far, you guys are doing good, and I'm really liking you guys. Like I've worked with a few people, at least 20 different teams. I'm really enjoying y'all. You are,
Despite the headaches.
yeah, you guys have some interesting choices compared to the rest of them, but
Despite us all being such a pain in the ass, you confuse our names every other time you try and call us.
yeah, that too. But you guys are doing great. Not your fault that they assigned me two A names together that are so close. I'm
But I mean, well, they assigned it? Like, our parents didn't assign it? You guys assigned the names?
not what I said, and not what you should take away from this. Let's just say, not what you should take away from this. Really, is what I mean. I do extracurricular work to make sure that the things that you're worried about, like the forces that you're thinking might get this data, nothing is getting anywhere near this building. Let's go ahead and clear that up. Where we do stuff for y'all, but much less, nothing. As much as I can do anything about it, and I can do a few things, though I can't directly get to where y'all are. I'm not allowed into TABRA. I'm doing as much as I can to help you guys from my side. More than I think other QA liaisons are doing. And I'll even tell you this. I'll throw this information out, even though I'm technically not supposed to. There's no demon within around you for within a. Give me a second. And he opens up several programs on the computer, essentially trying to make sure that none of them reactivate the monitoring programs.
That music faded out at just the right time, making me think you were changing it.
I am changing it.
Oh. Well then.
So there are no demons, guys. I've been busy working on Arnvid's title thing. I haven't really been able to keep track of what you guys have been questing on about it exactly. Nothing else crazy has happened in the last couple of days. You guys have just been relaxing, right?
I mean, I've had some wonderful carrot dishes, if that's what you're asking. Don't know if I could get the recipes to you, but Manja might.
It kind of depends on what you mean by crazy, because given our overall experience of things here, it's kind of on par of level of weirdness.
That I forget that's a really bad specific statement or variable to be asking a adventurer. You haven't seen any life-threatening entities in the last day or two, have you? There are let me be clear, within a 50-mile radius there are no demons. So
there was the gate to some sort of death realm.
Okay, so that I did pick up some sort of activity coming from a different team within the company. That would explain that. It did detect a large energy spike from near where y'all are. That explains that. Y'all didn't see or do anything to cause that, did you?
Well, I mean, not directly. It was not
we
intentional.
helped some snake shamans set up a ritual, and they went in to try and plead their case, but we stayed outside.
No. The cursed helmet I've got, fucked with it.
Okay,
But the Blackroot shaman here said that this is the baseline portal that it leads to.
That would explain
But it wasn't supposed to open. That was the whole point.
That would explain why I'm detecting a low-level amount of demonic energy. I did not want to say that and worry you guys. Um,
I mean, we know the helmet's here.
Yeah, and I have a plan once I get away from here, and then a good place to kind of settle in for a day or so, to see if I
Hey,
can
guys,
adjust the ritual.
I'm always, hey, like, let me go ahead and say this. We're not being recorded right now. I can do you guys a favor.
Okay.
That portal is particularly powerful, and if you give me about 5 minutes, I can change what it's connected to temporarily.
Okay.
And if you activate it again, doing a few of the things that they showed you how to do, if you can remember that, you can just kick the helmet through, and I'll take care of it. How's that sound?
And I wouldn't get it back, right?
No, but I don't think you need it. To be honest, and I don't think it's good to have. Arden.
Rabbit man.
I appreciate it, but I, with things that have happened and things that I've learned and other things, this feels like something I need to take care of.
No. He stands up on his side within his cubicle, within his office, making sure that no one else is present in the office. It seems like almost everyone has left. It is fairly late in the evening for his office. He leans over to the six, or the five nearest close to him, making sure that no one's in any cubicles directly next to him. He looks over to his boss. He looks at the cameras, waves, holds up a sign with some paper in his language on his side that says, "Staying up late, almost finished, guys. Just putting in the hours." And then sits back down. I spend my evenings making sure that I deal with these kind of problems, guys. So why don't you just trust me? I'll take care of this for you, and like, you don't need this, and this is connected to something that's really bad news for you, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you guys, and this in no way is going to affect anything with the record. This is off the record. This isn't like a test or anything. This is me looking out for y'all.
I understand that, but here's the things. One, I made this. Accidentally, but I made this. So I screwed it up.
Okay.
Two, I was just told that apparently I am part of some sort of shamanic line, not by blood, but ability and tendency, of which these particular masks tend to be part of. And so, in fact, getting into or qualifying for it is acquiring a mask like this. So now it's become important in other ways. I feel like I have to try. I will also add for GM, this is the impulsiveness bleeding in as well.
Okay. Can it all convince you that maybe some of the dark energy that the shaman in your village is picking up isn't your ability and is possibly tied to the demon's energy that's tied to that mask now?
He basically looked right at it and said he knew what it was. Or understood it.
He thinks he knows that dark energy is dark energy is dark energy, but that's not.
No. That's the whole point of this. Dark energy is not dark energy.
Okay. Not everyone down there is. Okay.
Hey, maybe you could do this. Do system search for Blackroot.
No, because that's gonna flag something. I know that is.
No, person. Blackroot. Jack Blackroot.
Okay. He's one of like your a beast folk, right?
Yeah.
Give me a second. He starts typing like wildly and rapidly. This is an old entry.
Huh?
Arnvid, what are you looking for?
The point of the fact that, as I'm understanding it, and what I was kind of told about, even though I haven't like had direct training or anything, is that dark energy of itself is not a bad thing. It's just part of the cycle. But what's going on with the demonic stuff feels different. I don't know if I can explain it.
I know the difference, even if you don't. Okay, it looks like this guy got recruited by Death's office. That doesn't normally happen. That's not supposed to happen for anybody who's...
Yeah, that portal I talked to you about, or we mentioned.
Yeah, no, I knew about that. I know why that's
That's
there.
right on top of his grave.
This isn't a grave.
Well,
Arnvid.
I know. It's kind of a prison.
No, that's not it either. This is something else.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I need to... There are 2 other people viewing this file right now. Arnvid.
Don't look at me.
I gotta go. I will...
Okay.
Can you guys go down to the gate for me real quick? Because I'm seeing something that I'm not supposed to be seeing.
We're
Sure.
not kicking the helmet through still, right?
No, you don't have to do that, even though I would recommend you do that. I'm just seeing some weird fluctuations I'd like you guys to check on, if you could, for me. This is totally a favor for me.
Sure.
And like you can hear
Let's
like
go
a
grab
very...
Manja while we're at it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys climb down, you wake Manja up on his pile of trash and stolen trash.
No. Trash dragon
Juniper's
must sleep.
asking us a favor. We need to go do something.
That sounds like work.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Hero work. Come on.
Don't you want to be celebrated in the morning?
No.
Arnvid, pick him up.
No.
I'll grab him by the tail and fly us all up.
No. No, my stuff.
It'll be there until somebody realizes you stole it.
Wait,
Who
that
said
shit's
anything about me
stolen?
stealing it? That's mine. It was discovered.
Oh.
Brother, I thought you purchased that. Why?
What are you talking?
These are good people. Why'd you steal it?
I found it.
Fortunately, it can be simply found as misplaced and it won't cause any problems.
Yes,
It's
I found
small-
it here. I found it there. They weren't
Small
looking.
town.
They clearly didn't want it.
You're talking yourself in a deeper hole. We can't save you from the wrath of the bunnies.
He's starting to sound more and more like a kinder.
What's a kinder?
Fun little regular race that steals everything.
It's all circular. It's all circular. As I link a time link between this moment and the moment earlier in the episode where we described to the DM what it is.
I mean, we talked over table. We didn't talk at the table.
Look at me. I am the captain.
All right. So we are flown to the portal.
Yeah. You are flown to the portal, and there's a set of strange sights. For one
The
thing,
portal pulsates.
the portal is not open, but there is lightning happening up here, like small little like almost flits of like not like powerful lightning, but like static lightning. But you are seeing something like coalesce near what is supposed to be Blackroot's grave that a very worried Juniper told you is not a grave.
Damn it, is this another boss fight?
Why is your town cursed?
Why is
It
every
wasn't
town we go to
cursed.
cursed?
Because we're cursed? Are we spreading a curse?
I mean, I grew
Juniper,
up here.
are we cursed?
He's not answering.
No,
We're
no,
cursed.
guys. No, sorry. Sorry. I'm busy. Currently trying to erase traces, and that's not usually a thing you're supposed to be doing. Because someone is actively seeing me also, and I am currently preventing them from seeing who is accessing this file. We're both doing things we're not supposed to be doing. There are 3 people accessing this file, and I'm doing a lot right now. So sorry, I'm not immediately responding. What are you guys seeing? You are seeing like static lightning, like coalescing, like into like a lot of like a ball of energy near or above Blackroot's supposed grave.
There's a bolt spray a little ways away from the shrine proper.
It looks a little bit like the Terminator time travel arrival sphere.
Yes, I knew I
Oh.
was thinking of something.
Okay, yeah, I think I get that reference. Okay, cool. I've cleared any access and I've backed out of the file. We should be good. They should not be able to trace where I was or who was accessing.
Are we good? What are we looking at?
Well, what are you guys seeing? Is anything changing? And you guys are seeing like the shape change on this ball to the. It is like forming into something, and like you see the ball split into 2 smaller balls at the top, and then a ball
balls.
emerge at the top that looks like a head shape, and then 2 other sets of balls split at the bottom where it looks like, and then the main one shrink to like a chest shape, and you were seeing
It
them
just
like
mitosis into a person of lightning.
what?
The sphere split into other spheres, and it is now roughly person-shaped.
A little shorter than me, though most people are.
Balls.
Then
Well, that's because that isn't a grave. That's a relay station? That's a comlink. That burial site's a comlink for something.
I need
we're
the fuck.
told that it was a gateway for certain spirits to come in and out of.
No. The gateway is behind you, made of wood. That's a comlink. Are you seeing anything else? It's like slowly developing features. It's like shrinking, reshaping, and it is roughly the size of like maybe like 2 or 3 feet taller, a little bit shorter than Arnvid, but like you see 2 large like bunny shaped ears appearing.
Well,
Looks like a rather large rabbit.
Hey, can
DM, I touch it.
Oh, you touch it? Like, yeah.
I make to grab you
Yeah,
with a grapple.
you touch it. Let me see the effects I can give you.
You can
Nope, I
hug me
make
all you
to
want.
stop
I'm still
him
touching
with
it.
a might.
Choose to fail. Choose to fail. Come on, choose to fail. Oh,
Nope.
critical.
Nice. Well done.
I choose to fail, so because I'm not fighting that.
Yeah.
So I touch it anyway with my tail.
No, I pulled you back already.
I have a stick.
Go ahead and apply your opportunity, whatever you want.
I would like to get information, please. You spot a useful clue or detail. GM may tell you what it is or ask you to introduce that detail yourself. Take it away.
Also, check out general chat because I feel like this applies to us.
You spot a useful clue or detail. You notice like a series of like openings are appearing on the like cairn, and like motes of like black metallic dust are spinning into this like lightning ball.
It's gaining mass. Iron
Like-
sand from the cairn nearby.
Yeah, supposedly that black stuff is like what they buried of Blackroot and what the shaman tells you.
I'm telling Juniper,
Arvin.
it's gaining mass. It's gaining form.
Oh,
It will be ready to touch people soon.
okay, that's not correct.
Do we need to leave? Do we need to kill it? What do we do?
Well, I can't access my terminal right now because technically I've logged off for the day, and I did that to make sure that they couldn't trace where the connection was coming from, guys. So I can't do anything to help you. And nothing else is crazy is happening, right? Like your everything is good, right? Like there's nothing else happening. You are
Well,
feeling
the sky isn't bleeding, so it seems fine.
Yeah, you are continuing to see this, like forming. And for now, nothing is happening beyond you just watching like the slow formation over a period of like 20 minutes of like. You are seeing the iron sand filings fill in like, essentially the lower portion up to like the ankle of what is clearly like a jackrabbit. Like a massive beast folk jackrabbit.
Juniper, quick question.
Yeah, what?
Did
yeah,
Blackroot's
yeah.
file say how tall he was without ears?
Give me a second. Like, to remember, like 6. It doesn't tell me exactly how big the ears are.
You said 6 foot, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like
assume
6
this
foot
is him 3D printing himself.
No, it was see, because his file specifically said that he's not allowed to come back here.
Do you want me to send you a screenshot of what's happening right now?
No, I believe you, and I can't access my terminal right now, which I'm just talking to you through my technically a phone connection that I have because I passed it over to my phone, and I have to stay inside this building, and I really don't want to be in this building because I don't want anyone to come check on me, and I don't want anyone to see that my monitor's off, guys. But I'm trying to help you guys, and there's nothing really I can do right now. His file said that he accepted a plea deal on the conditions that he stays away from TABRA. And that people are convinced that the place there is supposed to be a graveyard, but it's not a graveyard. It's a comm link between the kingdom, or the company of death, technically, that co-works with us, and the our link with everybody who's doing stuff, related to TABRA, and everybody who's working on TABRA. So anything else happening? And like you're just slowly filling, like you see up to like the top of the shin of like underneath a bone, and you are beginning to feel like your helmet Arden, like,
Yeah.
shaking, like vibrating. It isn't pulling off of you yet, but it is beginning to vibrate.
Like vibrate, or does it feel like it's being pulled?
Right now, it's just vibrating.
Right. I stuff it in inventory.
You
thought.
You get the same message that you got the last time you tried to do that, which is that this is a cursed object or demonic energy detected. It's not allowed in the inventory system.
DM, I throw a coffee at it.
You throw coffee at the sand filings or the helmet?
That is a fun question, isn't it?
Yeah.
How terrible of a person am I? No, we throw it at the 3D printing rabbit.
You throw it at the 3D printing rabbit. Make me a dexterity
Or-
check. A dexterity check.
Like I'm currently being held by an Arnvid. I cannot touch it, so I will touch it at a distance.
Yeah, this is gonna be. It needs to be to difficulty 15 or 16 rather. Sorry, that's the very hard one.
Oh, I need to beat a 16. Hold on 1 second. I got you, fam.
Do you have a fabula point?
Yes, I failed the, that grapple check
Right.
because I'm being hugged by Arnvid.
Yeah. You reach into your pack and like grab a thing from your thermos of coffee and throw coffee at it, and the thing tries to move out of the way. Like this ball lightning form tries to move out of the way, and you have sogged it, and you have sogged so badly one of the feet that like a lot of the iron filings are falling out of essentially the electricity that's also occupying the same space and hitting the ground because they're weighed down by the coffee and they're sogged down and clumped together. And one of the feet just comes out and tries to conk at you and kick you, and I'm gonna roll for its attack.
Nope.
Arnvid just turns around.
Does that hit
Yeah, no, that's
anybody's
not gonna hit me.
physical defense? Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, the
Uh,
other
um,
iron filing leg, like the left leg, goes around trying to kick all of you.
Sorry, Planescape Traveler. No.
Guys, any update on what's happening? And I can't really leave the building, but or at least I can't get out of the connection. I am currently standing under the awning of the building outside. I am sitting on a bench.
Am I allowed to use a hinder action on this DM?
You can, yeah.
I want to try and hinder it. Like clearly I want to try and hit this with slow. So basically, it's like, oh, I saw you didn't like liquid. Guess what I have a vast amount of?
Okay.
I will let you go if you do that.
Here's the thing. I can just reach into my bag and start throwing things at it. So you don't have to let me go.
No, I'll still let you go.
Okay. Oh shit. Well, I failed. Never mind.
Yeah. You try and throw it, and like the other leg is just dodging, dancing around you. And
So, it's
you
just
are
like-
you are currently being like you are seeing like now like a different color of lightning as like more energy seems to be concentrating more violently, and this blue like ball of lightning, this blue like body of lightning is now turning white hot, and like the lightning arms separate and go reaching out for you, kind of Rayman style.
Come get it.
And this is going to be a magic attack.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
It's a D12.
Why do they keep having D12s? Yep, that hits me.
That hits you, and
Protect. Immediate protect.
okay, that hits Arnvid instead. Let me see what it rolled. An 11 plus a
Magic
20.
defense of 10. Yep.
11 plus a 20. That does you 31 volt damage,
31 bolt. Okay.
or bolt damage. Sorry, not volt.
That would put you at crisis, wouldn't it?
Minus 31. No, I'm neutral to it, so 78 HP. I'm fine.
78 HP. You
Yeah,
are
that was,
seeing
like, a
more
quarter.
of the iron filings file in, and it looks like the knees up to like the upper legs, no longer the shin, it's now like the upper legs, and like the lower portion of the pelvis is beginning to form.
Okay, that's it. No more
Juniper.
Mr. Nice Monkey.
Juniper, it struck out after we got it wet.
There's a river nearby, right? Like it doesn't like being wet for some reason. Like just get it wet. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Okay.
Beer,
Beer,
but not
cooking
like
oil.
beer.
Oil.
on, I got
it's-
this.
anything that will water messes, liquid messes with the. If it's iron, is it iron filings that you're seeing? And electricity.
Like-
Looks something like that.
It
I think.
anything that will cause
Why did you hit
volatility.
yourself with that, dude?
Anything that
I
will
mean,
cause
because-
volatility in the connection. Anything that will cause volatility in the connection. This is clearly something trying to come through the comm link.
Yeah, so like I just like Mantra just takes ice shards and then yeet.
Yeah.
Why did you hit yourself with that though? Undo.
Yeah.
I don't know why it targeted me. Probably because I have nothing to click and target.
Yeah.
And the best thing about elemental shards is I don't have to roll anything; they just hit.
That is true.
Yeah. You cause this leg, this other leg to be hit, and it takes double damage from the bolt as it from the ice as it melts down into water. And the other leg just completely disperses, but you are seeing like the the lower pelvis form into like essentially like now the lower stomach and stuff.
Well, I followed it up with one as well, so.
Okay,
I
cool.
did as well with my own shard.
All three of us are just throwing shards at it.
Oh, nice. What ability do you guys have that you all have elemental shard? Oh,
It's an item.
item. Yeah. It's an IP for it. Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
I forgot about
baseline
that.
item from the system.
Yeah. As you guys just begin like pelting it with like your like energy that you're concentrating into like elemental energy, you begin dispersing it, and like you have hit enough of it that like there is no iron shards currently in the lower portion of the body, and like what iron shards are forming, they're like just a few specks, but like basically you've deactivated the whole lower portion of this body. And you've sent enough iron, like water volatility, that you've caused like essentially those lower electrical spheres to explode, and they're slowly waiting to dry out. You see like shapes forming on the ground of the iron filings.
Well, you know what? If that works, then
Nice.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I
Well,
went
now-
with the blades.
19 definitely hits. And how much does this deal? What's the
34.
34 damage?
Doubled to 68 if it's vulnerable.
You completely disapparate this, I don't know,
Disapparate
disassemble.
is an apt word.
Yeah. You basically explode the electrical energy that's present in the top half, and you completely like encase all the iron filings that were present in ice, and the ice just drops down. And honestly, the other half of this pillar of ice magic just like surrounds what is supposed to be the cairn of Jack Blackroot. And you see on the ground the wet doused letters say, form a message in common Velt. It looks a little old Velt, like like this is like a really old writing. Like Velt is the common tongue, like it was essentially written in Elven, but it is the common like normal person speech. This is written a little different, like ye olde Velt. It says, "Let me through."
And then gets hit by an iceberg.
Your helmet is now like jittering to run to essentially where the face portion of this this like whole body was. Like basically it's attempting to pull off of your head, Arnvid.
I grab it.
Arden.
I grab it. I take it off. I turn to Arnvid, hand it to him. Yeet this, please.
It's got a magnetic field. It's probably going to come back. Manja, can you throw this in your ring?
I attempt to palm it.
It's different than inventory.
Interesting. Yeah. It's an item that's present on
It's a
TABRA.
separate spatial space.
It's a separate spatial space. Can you get your? Can I imagine him getting his hand?
It's a
around
mask.
the
Well, no. It's the way you described it is if we can hide it.
Yeah. So
Hide it behind your back. You can put
Exactly.
it in.
Yeah, if you can
Yep.
hide enough of it, obscuring it with your whole body, you manage to palm it. But you look in your inventory now, and you notice because you have absorbed into this different spatial space contained within this item, your ring is now reading as cursed.
Sexy.
But the spatial space here is separate from inventory. It's a layer of separation.
Yeah.
Like,
It's,
here's the thing. I'm now wearing a cursed ring of thievery, and I have a title that demands I compulsively steal. I don't have it equipped, but
you now have a cursed ring.
free to update it whenever, DM.
Yeah. Welcome to the
Until we
weird.
get
I mean, you can
until we
toss
get
it
it
back
out.
out whenever.
Welcome to the weird
It's
route.
fine.
The letters now reform and say and say, I know there is power. Let me reform.
Yeah, about that. So, hey, want to throw another iceberg at it?
Yeah.
And while he does that, I'm gonna hit him with a potion. It's like, here, you look thirsty. Sure, drink this.
Guys, is everything okay over there?
Oh, everything's fine. We're just having fun now.
We're chilling.
Literally.
What I don't have a monitor to know what that means, guys. You gotta plain speak to me. I'm
Ice
Giant
magic
ice
is apparently very effective.
I'm sitting outside just next to the street. It's like 11 o'clock.
Oh, just go home. It's fine.
There's nothing else trying to come through. There's no.
Oh,
no,
yeah, he's still trying
It's
to come
still
through.
trying to come through. It's being a bitch
We're-
about it.
Yeah, we're not letting him though. We're hitting him with icebergs.
His name is Titanic.
I'm not from Earth. You guys know that these references take me like at least a couple seconds to remember.
That's fine. This
That's
is
what makes
amusing
it
for us.
fun.
I'm not even
It means
sure.
you're putting forth the efforts to actually relate with us.
Anything
It's
past the
nice.
80s is still a difficult reference for me. I have not looked at Earth in a while, guys.
I mean, the movie came out in like the 90s. No, it was 2000s.
No, was it 2000?
Yeah,
I thought it was in
that's
the late
because
90s.
that's because Celine Dion is a treasure, and I have to know about that movie. But like, you're really pushing it for some of my referential knowledge.
I mean, Celine Dion is in fact a treasure.
It's fun sending you down rabbit holes. And I winked at my friend.
Boo!
Okay.
Wonderful.
I'm just gonna trust you guys have got this. So apparently water is preventing it from forming a connection. What I would recommend is if you can divert some of the river up there. I know that the place you're at is pretty high elevation. Do you know a way you can cause some water to regularly mist up there or something?
I'm betting we can outlast this guy as we are at right now.
You guys eventually have
You're
to
gonna
go to
need to sleep eventually.
sleep, though. Yeah.
Yeah, but look at it this way. How much power is it taking for him to do this? Right?
Yeah. Eventually he'll have to stop.
Assuming he has a solid connection and this is his original body,
Yeah,
probably
so
reduced.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
I
tell
know
you.
shaman rituals are halved in cost if you have something important that you're willing to give up.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you plainly. I don't know who this is. You can guess based on the fact that this is supposed to be Jack Blackroot's grave, but this is just a comm link, guys. This isn't really a grave. I don't know where you got the info that this is supposed to be a grave from.
We were told that he was embedded in this, and I assumed that meant he wouldn't survive it. So
Yeah. If we presume it's Blackroot, then he's attempting to renegotiate on his deal. Well, actually,
he is sending us messages.
can you grab some of the iron filings? This is going to be a really weird request, but Manja, can you roll some of those around in your mouth to see if those taste a specific way?
Okay, cool. 1 second. Hits it. Brings out his cook pot and just throws a spell at it, basically. So just it's 40 more ice damage on top of saying you can't do spell actions. Go away.
Yeah.
So, and then he's like, "Cool. Am I making a check here, DM?"
Yeah, make me a like insight. I feel like Dex because you're that's what we use for your cooking.
10.
Yeah, you check it and he asks you, is it sweet or metallic?
Very metallic-y.
Okay.
Mm. Metallic-y. There's some.
It would, due to the nature of things that happen when someone is reduced to ashes or perhaps other things that could have turned him into iron. If it's sweet, that means this isn't actually a ritual to bring back his body. Okay. That means this is still technically actually just iron filings. This isn't actually.
It's a proxy.
This isn't actually his body, so technically this wouldn't violate his plea bargain.
So again, he's using a proxy.
Yeah, so if this is Blackroot, this doesn't violate his plea bargain because it's not actually him setting foot back on Tabra.
Uh-huh. So anyway, he's not going to set back on Tabra because we're just dumping water on him now.
Okay, well, you do that. There's a river right there, guys. Just find a way to like pump the water up there. I know you guys can solve this.
Would we be able to, if it's encased in ice, could we just throw the metal filings into the river?
That works too.
The problem is he'll get more.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, no, I mean, like, no. There's only so much.
There's
iron.
a limited amount of body someone can have.
No, again, not his body. I keep repeating that. Technically.
Well, transmuted to iron, whatever.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, some of this stuff is technically I'm not ever supposed to tell you guys. So again, don't repeat it when we're back on the line next time. But like, looking at his file, he was never he walked through the gate himself. That was part of the plea bargain. He is currently working with the Company of Death, of which Death is clearly the CEO. Or he also styles himself as a king. That's how he prefers to be referenced. He is the king of the Kingdom of Death. It's actually a company that we work with. But he went through completely. So like this is a comm relay. Unless that entire pillar of rock is just made of like iron filings, which it might be. I don't know. That's just a comm relay between the Company of Death and the us who work on Tabra and Tabra itself. That also means because none of that's actually his body, I'm all making guesses on what you guys are telling me, that none of it would technically violate the spirit of the argument. It would violate the spirit of the argument. It would violate the letter. So he's just forming a body of like essentially ball lightning and iron filings, and he's attempting to walk on Earth or Tabra. But why Tabra now? I don't know.
I mean, he says he senses power.
The helmet, the mask. He's trying to use the mask for something, possibly.
Yeah, he was trying to pull off, so we put it in a magic storage ring we picked up.
I'll address that next time I come in. Yeah, then just dump as much iron filings as you can in the river. I don't think anything bad will happen from that, and if it does, we'll get on that next time.
DM,
I'll make sure to space it out
question.
through the river.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Interesting question, DM. Can we put the iron filings into inventory?
When you attempt to do so, like when you take a handful of the iron filings and attempt to do so, you are blocked with a message that like you are currently attempting to handle system interface goods from like the entire garble of text is clearly obscuring something incredibly important, but like the system interface it like intensely willfully glitches so as to obscure the name of this organization, which is basically what Juniper and everybody else works for. You are attempting to handle blank like glitch goods using the system interface. Please report this to your QA liaison at your closest notice, at your nearest opportunity.
Okay. Hey Arnvid, ice block, please.
Did you just confuse me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, look, like you short one. Thank you.
Yeah, and you drop another 30 damage ice block, and you guys are just like rolling ice down this hill, or down this or carrying it. I don't know what you're doing.
Like it is basically we cube it up, and then it's just like between like basically it's just Arnvid just like Iceman lifting it up, flying it down, and yeets into river, basically, probably.
Yeah, you're just
I'm
like
making sure to spread it out, starting at far down the river, then spacing up and up and up the river, so
Yeah.
it can't congregate as easily.
yeah.
But it is floating down.
You
Now, let me
have-
ask you this, because this is something I don't know if you took in consideration.
Yeah.
My knives, which is made of the iron of this place, are they getting pulled?
I was.
Because I've been
gonna-
hitting him with these knives.
I
I've
was
been
gonna-
doing the attack.
Let me be honest. I hate that you asked me this. Do you want me to say this above table and then you ignore it in your gameplay? Because above table, I'm going to tell you I was going to hit you with that when you went to bed, like Michael Myers, like a little bit of ball lightning appears at your window and attempts to possess your knives.
Yeah, you could have just said there is going to be an effect and it'll happen later. You know?
Okay,
You
okay,
didn't-
Sorry, my bad as a DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm like,
that's gonna come up. That's gonna come
nothing
up later.
bad happens.
Yet.
Yeah.
I would never say yet and give you hope.
Like it right now to your character, it's not even occurring to their mind that like, yeah, that's, these
Yeah.
my knives are made of the same stuff.
Fine.
But yeah, everything else, like you guys are just dousing this. You guys get back, like you even bring up a bucket of water and just pour it over the cairn, like for safe keeping. And you head back to Arden's family's house, and it's a little unnerved, a little worried about what all that was. Juniper says like, "Hey guys, I don't want to keep talking like I'm a crazy person on the middle of the street in the middle of the night. I'm gonna go back to my place, and I'll talk to you guys later."
All right, say hi to the
You stopped
missus.
congregating.
I
So
live
should be
alone
good.
in an apartment.
You don't even have a dog?
With cats.
Those don't exist up
fish?
here.
Hey, you did know that's not
Aw.
true. You had a person. You showed us the picture of that one woman who you said
Yeah,
kept
it's a
talking about her
cat.
new cat.
Yeah, a cat was like the thing that you guys are. Again, when I showed you that thing was like flying through space. That's technically a creature that she's caring for as part of like.
It's still an adorable little kitten and will always remain
you
that
don't
way.
have
Fight
pets.
us on this.
We're not allowed to have pets, or at least we don't have. She is caring for that for a different job for a different section of the company. Yeah, we're not allowed to have pets.
Well, that just seems like damage to workers' mental health. Everyone should have a pet. They should have the choice at least.
I'll bring it up at the next meeting, guys. I gotta go. And you guys are left with this weird feeling, just having some really strange, heavy nonsense happen in Arden's town again. But you're supposed to
sounds
just
weird.
you're supposed to just chill and like, you get back down to the bottom and like you just see like Arden's dad like asleep with like the bottle of carrot juice in his hand. He's got his hat's brim pulled down over his head, and he's currently like sleeping in like the lawn chair next to his smoker that he hasn't put up yet.
You know where this goes? I'll put it away for you guys.
Yeah, it goes. See that little cutout over there where you can just kind of pull the brush over and it goes back there so mom can pretend she doesn't see it.
Yeah, you also
right.
disassemble the giant series of pipes that he always puts together that like pipe up to away from the house. Again, mom pretending she doesn't know about this.
Manja trying to squirt away as much of his swag as possible.
Yeah. You guys are now able to see, because you're helping each other. Manja has stolen a lot of stuff. Like,
Why do you have a barrel of Mrs. Gherkin's pickles?
Do you have any idea how? Because I have sour cravings, and we have so little sour.
Why do you have 4 cauldrons?
For extra cooking.
You don't even
and
have
also
4
throwing it-
hands.
And like, here's the thing: what if I need to throw a cauldron at someone?
There's bags
Can I
of
have cauldrons?
peppers, like different seasonings. There's just one
You don't
bag
need to
that's
throw
full
a
of
cauldron
like.
at someone, you throw a me at someone.
There's bags of herbs and stuff. At some point,
Yes.
you're pretty sure he actually has someone's empty purse, or at least a bag or something. um,
I can explain that.
he's also sitting on top of Balak's cart. Like this is Balak's like farming cart. You don't know how he got this out of in through the town.
We need to get this back to Balak, or he is going to go to the mayor, and when we won't hear the end of it until
But
next
we
season.
need a cart.
Why? We have
No,
inventory.
We have inventory. We have mounts.
But we need a cart.
Just put saddlebags on the back of a mount.
He drives a small jackrabbit, and you have a kelpie.
that you don't
Yes.
even use.
I share it with Manja.
So what I'm hearing is we can hook up the kelpie to the cart.
Really?
Uh,
You just want the cart to ride in? Sitting on the Kelpie's back isn't enough? The anemone mane isn't fun to play with as you're riding?
Riding in style.
can you roll me a willpower check to a 10, Manja?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, nothing happens.
I'm back up to D8. I don't have the title anymore.
Nothing happens.
For now.
You should be concerned.
And you
gonna go to
you're
sleep
just
now.
you're just left like why is our friend acting like this? Why is
What do
he
you mean?
doing
He's always
this?
act like this.
Yeah.
Manja, you would like to come back to this town and not be chased around by pitchforks, right?
What do you mean? They don't know I did it. Not that I did anything. And because you're my good friends, you wouldn't tell them.
I'm heading to bed. You guys,
Victory.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Victory for Munja.
Is anyone helping your dad, or are you just leaving your dad sleeping outside in the middle of a nice day?
he'll live.
Yeah, he'll
live.
He's just sleeping
It's a
outside.
nice evening.
This is
It's a nice
this
evening.
This is a common scene. Like, the old man passed out in his nice yard on a nice night in his lawn chair. This is cool.
Plus, there's more room out here.
There's more room. Yeah. No one hears him snoring. Everyone else gets a better night's rest because of this.
He has sleep apnea.
Yeah. All old men do. Except for, Henry Cavill, but that's, Anyway.
Yeah.
Or Sporticus.
Or
Sporticus is a badass.
Yeah. Except for people who were heroes to me in the 80s on the action movies. There's no way they could have sleep apnea masks. Yeah. You just continue onward into your bed, and for the most part, everyone has. I'm not even gonna make you roll. You have a peaceful night.
After my 5 minutes, I'm just heading straight back up to the canopy, thinking.
Since you're heading all the way back up to the canopy, make me another willpower check. This is more about you than it is whether there's anything actually up there. You had so many weird encounters, and you believe that you saw death. Like there's like you're encouraging yourself to look when you don't want to, and you manage to succeed. And you look, and there's nothing at the top of the shrine. The shrine's gate is not open, and you don't see death there. And you look long enough to like settle your fears that like nothing's happening, and you go up and just rest at the top of the canopy.
After I'm settled there, I'll double check, make sure there's no more iron sand forming.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see
Back to
any.
the stars.
Yeah. Arnvid, are you doing anything?
I just told you.
Or sorry, Manja, are you doing anything?
Ooh, so I did take a nap earlier. I inspect the ring, cause do I get the vibe that something is off with it? Cause I did put a cursed object in there.
You get the vibe that something's off with it, but the system tells you like uncertain of effects. Remove if possible.
Manja attempts to remove it?
It feels like it's. It feels like every inch you move it, it feels like you're cutting yourself. Like it's like, it feels like the ring has like. Even though you look and you see there's no metal actually going in your hand, it feels like it's cutting your finger or the skin on it off as you attempt to pull the ring off.
Hold on, wait. Like, hold on. Reaches into bag, pulls out butter, rubs all around.
Yeah, it still feels like it's going to. What's for a better word? I don't like this. I don't like that I'm about to say this. So just understand, your GM failed you today for lack of words. No, it's okay. I know a good word. I can avoid what I was about to say. It's debarking your finger if you try and remove this ring.
Oh, cool. Hey, DM, I'm gonna make a willpower check to see if I can do that then.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna take like 20 damage if you do this, but yeah.
DC 12. Nope.
Oh,
not even.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
So the ring is staying there now.
Yeah, you get like an inch, and you're like, oh no, I can't do that to myself. I cannot do that to myself.
So it's gonna be there. So we're just gonna live with that for now.
Yeah.
Just looking at the ring, just stares at it.
The ring.
Don't you dare fuck with me.
The ring jitters when you equip the title on. Like you can feel the ring recoil to you equipping this title. Do you do anything else?
I just stare at it, and I give it a good long talk. It's like, listen here, you little shit. I put you in there. I can take you out whenever I feel like it. So if you don't behave, you're gonna live in there for the rest of your eternity.
All right. And you eventually go to sleep, or are you doing anything else?
Ooh, I did take a good long nap, though. So there I go, grabbing the dream bracelet.
Okay.
No, Manja does attempt to go to sleep. Or at the very least, just doze. He once again reclaims his comfy spot in his throne of ill-gotten gains.
Yeah. You once again make your comfy spot, even though your friends desperately said, "Please return this stuff."
If everyone's asleep, it'll be rude to return it now.
Yeah. Before we leave and go check what's going on with Arden, I need you to roll me 2 d20s.
Who, me?
Yeah, these are the dice of Kurga.
Oh. So, an 18 and an 8.
You didn't get a critical failure or anything.
Nope.
18.
Very middle of the road.
Very middle of the road. You will wake up noticing that your title has forcibly changed.
What are we changing it to, DM?
The thief one. Your new title. Your new thief title. Compulsive thief.
Hold on. Excuse me. First things first. Well, we're gonna probably, when this happens, when we wake up, it's gonna be this, and then the willpower goes down, the dex goes up.
Yeah.
So nothing bad will happen.
We visit the only other person who's present in the house. Arden, what are you doing?
I'm going to sleep.
Arden, you go to sleep, and about the moment that your eyes close and you do drift off into dreamland, the snoring begins, or whatever happens when you're sleeping. You outside, because the window is, your dad is a pretty good craftsman, and the window is pretty airtight. Ball lightning appears. 3 tiny sets of ball lightning. One that is clearly like the form of a face, and 2 ones that are clearly meant to be eyes. And a 4th ball hits and is clearly meant to be a hand. And your daggers begin to unsheathe themselves. I'm going to roll 2 sets of checks. One, I need you to roll me Insight Willpower with a mod of -4 because you're asleep. You're trying to hit a 10. That's just to see if you notice anything while asleep, which is a huge, minus. Yeah, no, dude, you're out. You're out. There's no way that you notice.
No, wait. Can you re-roll?
Nope, I am out of points.
Oh no, we're fucked.
There is one other person who's going to attempt to notice something who's so busy, like, because he's been given a gift. It's your brother, who you were staying in that room. He's currently up under his covers, goofing off with his Esper abilities. And he might notice a presence with his Esper abilities. I'm going to roll a D8 and a D6. He stops for a moment, like looks around the room but doesn't look at the window. Like he's just floating like a little marble in his hand. The marble drops in his hand, he captures it. He like goes over to you, he's like, Hey, are you... No, I don't want to wake him up. Something feels weird. And like he goes back in a seat, and your daggers begin to manipulate the window very quietly. The latch on the window, it goes open and your daggers are gone.
Dun, dun, dun.
During this night. What time is it right now? It's 10:41. We could close it there for this episode, or we can keep going. What do you guys want to
I
do?
think it's a good stopping point.
Yeah. Your daggers begin to, manipulate the window. They open it, they latch, and then they form two fingers on the hand. And the ball lightning it disappears along with your daggers. And that's going to be where we call it today. We will look into what else is happening in Arden's peaceful little town that is turning not so peaceful. With all that mostly Manja. I just want to remind everyone, viewers today, Manja woke up and chose violence to this peaceful, happy little town. He was like,
I chose mischief.
Can I do what mean old little like gossipy church ladies do? Can I gossip, but like how intensely can I gossip in this town?
Wine aunt gossiping.
I need to make sure that women lose their husbands because of my gossiping. I need to make sure that there are broken relationships.
I need to look. I just want to make sure when I come back, I'm known.
I don't know why you decided. I don't know what is in Manja that he needs to do this, but Manja's not well.
He is a chaos gremlin.
Yeah, Manja's not a well person. A well-adjusted person doesn't do this.
It's kind of like, no, it just started off with just like, I want those fruits. I have an idea for those fruits. I have a recipe for those fruits. But then it's like, you gave me compulsive thievery, and I'm like, I'm gonna ride with this.
Yeah.
So hard. And it's an excuse for me to increase and jump up my dex die and lower my willpower die, so I'll have all the excuses in the world to do something stupid.
Yeah.
And now you gave me a cursed ring?
You know if this title gets higher and higher, your dice is gonna go to a D4, dude. Like if you get to a point,
but does that mean my dex dice is go to a D20?
Possibly, yeah.
Sexy. Here's the thing. Like, technically, it could go that way. I have my stat up food, and I have the coffee. Both boost my dex.
It also I'm also some of these titles will sometimes lock themselves or like activate themselves sometimes.
Well, seeing as this title's activating itself because of ring shenanigans.
Yeah. You also the whole like demon thing, but yeah, everybody, I'm thankful for you guys watching today. I can't wait to see the shenanigans we get up to next time on session 28 of TABRA. Look forward to. We're gonna be starting at like 7. A lot of my family gets home off of work late on Tuesdays. I want to make sure that I'm helping them cook. I actually didn't get to help with dinner too much. I helped with like the garden and stuff when they got home, and I helped with like we have like rain collection barrels and stuff, and we also have like we have a bunch of cats, and we have like those like little containers that you get litter in, the plastic containers with the handle. We empty those of litter and then we use them as like rain collection containers. Like they're good like jugs for like holding water. and we use those to collect like a bunch of rainwater, and then we'll like use as like carryable containers, like water, like 1 or 2 like gardening, like big like above ground containers. I was doing a lot of that before, but I didn't actually get to help with kitchen. We're gonna be starting at 7 next week, just so I have time to help around the house. And I'm also doing a lot of stuff for myself, because I had this moment. I just decided I'm tired of being a slob, and I'm gonna start getting into shape and everything. I took my blood pressure, and my blood pressure was whack, dude. And the fact of everything else, I want to be in shape and live a long time. So I had this sudden like burst of like, I'm not doing this, and like I have a lot of motivation. So I'm gonna be like slamming into, you know, getting in healthy shape and stuff, and working around and helping around the house. So we're gonna be starting at 7. That's just all the takeaway you need. But I will be looking forward to seeing you guys next week.